Okay, hello folks, good evening, welcome. Welcome once again, perhaps for the final time, to Pathfinder Kingmaker. The final chapter. The final reckoning is upon us. So you'll excuse me if I take my time today, just savouring in the last few moments and all that. But anyway, hopefully you've had a good day. I've had one of those days, which is not a bad thing, considering I am off work and it is a holiday time, you know what I mean? Where I've done nothing, apart from sit in this chair all day. I have got up and moved about. But not playing anything, I've just been watching videos on YouTube and reading stuff and just pissing about basically. And I get to 7:30 and I think to myself, what the hell have you done today that's been productive? And I thought, I've done nothing. Oh, that's a lie! I did upload a video of a Formula Manager, sorry, I did do something productive-ish. Semi-productive. I got a session up, okay? I did my best. And I'm streaming today. What more productive do you need in a day? Right, anyway, so I just read, yes, I have just read that Pele has died, which is very sad news. Very sad news indeed. He was very ill. We heard he was very ill in the World Cup, didn't we? So we knew he was on his last legs, bless him, but nonetheless, it's a sad day. But yeah, here we are. Sorry. The reason why I was late is because I was messing around in Formula Manager. I lost track of time, and then I thought, I've not poured any alcohol out for myself. I'm not ready. So I'm finishing my port off. I was tempted to open my special bottle of rum, but I thought, no, I'll finish the port off. I'll open as intended this new rum on the 31st. I won't give in. If I have a rum craving, I've got Morgan Spice and Kraken to tide me over. But I've not actually craved alcohol as much this Christmas period compared to last Christmas period, where I actually I drank so much alcohol that I was sick of it. By New Year's, I was like, I've drunk every day, I'm sick of it. Whereas this time, I'm a bit more reserved, you know, sparing my liver and all that. Anyway, mattress shopping, says Chris. Yeah, my mattress shopping constitutes going onto Amazon and clicking buy. This mattress here, on the bed, you can just barely see, cost me about 50 quid, and it's a thin memory foam thing, and that's lasted me about 6 years. That's my extent of mattress shopping, although I appreciate some people like to get on, sit on it, lie on it, roll around on it, make sure it's right. Not me. I'll have that one. What if it's not comfy? I'll make it comfy. My body will adjust. It's 50 quid. My mate paid £1,000 for her mattress, and I sit on it, and I'm like, this is like sleeping on a bag of slate and stone. It's horrible. It's like concrete. It's firm as hell. She's like, I love it. I'm like, ooh, you've paid £1,000 for this, and I paid 50 quid for mine, and I prefer mine, love. Anyway, Crazy Canuck, welcome. Tidying your room while watching, and looking forward to some F1 Manager. Well, if we finish this before 9, I said I'll stream some F1 Manager, but I'm not rushing this to play F1 Manager, because I can wait until next week for F1 Manager if necessary. But if we do happen to naturally finish this by 9, and I'm satisfied that I've drunk in enough of the ending and reminisced about the game as a whole and gathered your thoughts, then we'll play it. But we'll see what happens. So here we are, as we left off in the last session, in another First World House of Wonder, the Pitax Castle, having just defeated Iravetti's shadow form in various guises, and they all, even the main man himself, fell just as quickly and as effortlessly as he did the first time. So yeah, we're now going to be making our way back to the capital, I believe. So without further ado, let's party. to the golden portal back to the capital. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're back. Uneventful. The calm before the storm. Brace yourself. Right, Mr. Storyteller, I think we're done. Now, do we rest first? We've got all of our spells back. Perhaps we should prepare for what may be waiting. So let's make sure we've got all the spells memorized that we can possibly have. You see? You see? Elquist has finally decided, now that the world is burning around him, he's going to actually show some signs of proficiency. Party like, let's go kick the Lantern King's ass. Elquist, no. I've been burnt many times before. Are we prepared? Tristan, diamond dust, yes. Rations, yes, yes. Spells memorized, yes, yes. Scrolls at the ready to be used, actually. Have you fallen and bumped your head, Elquist? Have you had a funny turn? It's not like you. Right, what do we want? Mass heal. Probably another one of them would be most useful. What else we got here? Storm bolts is quite nice, but it's centered on the caster, which makes it a little bit more irksome. But it is enemy only. Firestorm is also enemy only, but he's based on fire. So this could be the most useful offensive spell of the lot. We still have Secrets of the Sewer and Gammon, which we've never used. We are so close to level 19. We might get there when we advance to the next part of the story, funnily enough. Okay. That's fine. Everything else should be pretty much fine. Plague Storm. Regular heal. Just like, I've got any buffs. Hellfire Ray is a ray-based attack. He does DC-based attacks best. His ranged attack is pretty crap. What's this one? Undeath to Death. Don't think we're going to be facing too many undead creatures at this point. So we'll keep one. And we shall summons that we never tend to use. We've got one summon. How many summons do we need? Inspiring Recovery. Another Plague Storm. Anybody got any sort of, maybe Dispel Greater Magic? Greater Magic Dispel Greater, whatever it's called. Dispel Magic Greater. Just in case we get struck down with some malady that we might be able to dispel that could save the day. So let's go with that one. The rest of these should be fine. I mean, are we going to face any, what do you call them? Wild Hunt? Possibly. Possibly. We have a plethora of scrolls of this, though. I'm quite tempted to get another restoration, just in case. That's fine. Remove Curse was situational. Get two of them, perhaps. Okay, oh, get another level 2 spell. Bone Shake is always a good one. Hold Person that we have never used in this entire playthrough. So we might as well get rid of it. Perhaps Remove Paralysis could be a good one if we get like paralysed somehow. Does paralysis include like stunned and stuff? I don't think it does, but another Bone Shaker. Just simply because it, unless they're spell resistant, it guarantees to hit. And it's a DC check whether it hits for full damage or half damage, so it's quite good. Quite good. And that's fine. And cantrips. So he's good. She memorises spells too, as does he. But his spells are done. Yeah. So it's just her, and Reggie too, I suppose. It should easily be... Yeah, even with me dragging this out and not rushing through things like this, just so that I can savour in the game just that little bit longer. Even with that slow pace, we should still finish it, I'm assured. Right, the reason why I have Snowball memorised is because it doesn't get affected by spell resistance. So we've got an attack that can hit enemies with spell resistance. That's why I put Snowball on. The rest of these, Mirror Image, Web, Burning Arc and Scorching Ray are all ray-based attacks, which is pretty nifty at. Lightning Bolt, Fire, Ball, Overwhelming Grief, and Crushing Despair and Confusion, all kind of crowd control spells that we've never used. Greater Invisibility could be a good one when cast on a frontline fighter, because they can attack and they get concealment and stuff. Where's the one where we put Reggie nice and big? Chain Lightning, pretty good. Hellfire Ray is her specialty, so I'm going to go with 3 casts of that and 1 of Chain Lightning instead. Legendary Proportions, we've got 2 casts. Summon Monster, Key Shout, Summoning Monsters. Summons may be useful in this fight, if there is a fight. I don't even know if there is a fight. Is there a fight? Mass Invis. And we've got Polar Ray, Sea Mantle, and Storm Bolts, and Angelic Aspect Greater. Legendary Proportions is great for everyone, even for Elquist. I agree wholeheartedly. I've never used that either. But it does 20d6 of sonic damage, and not many things are resistant to sonic damage, so we'll keep that just in case. But 4 casts, that's Elquist, Knock Knock, Reggie, maybe even Acundio. Possibly. Maybe the dog. Can we cast it on a dog? Can we make the dog like really, really big? That would be cool. Big Poochie. That's fine. Oh, he's a sorcerer-based caster. Longbow damage is strength-based, so good for him. Oh, cool. Yes, with his composite bow. Yes. It's a toss-up between It's a toss-up between Acundio and the dog. I'd prefer to give it to the dog just because I want to see. Just because I want to see a really big, great big dog. You know, that'd be quite cool. Okay. So we have got ourselves our spells prepared. So let us rest one last time. And the way you are saying this, Shelley, I kind of imagine there would be one more fight out there. We can't leave the Lantern King floating about the place, but I was kind of hoping maybe there's not one more fight. Maybe there's an alternative way to deal with things here. Because if you remember from the character creation screen way back in episode 1, Elquist likes a bit of verbal sparring. That should have been quite apparent from his verbal sparring with old Stefani Mosconi. Elquist took particular satisfaction from watching him scampering from the throne room after a tongue lashing. So, yeah, if we could somehow get the Lantern King to swan off without a crossed sword and just with a bit of a talking to, that would certainly be a satisfactory ending for Elquist. As if he's going to listen to El. I command you, old Lantern King, you. Just piss off, will you? Right, let's go. Oh no, more time to prepare, please. Let me just, I'll do a hard save, just in case. Right, let's go. Are we all ready for this? It's been 200 plus hours. Let me bring up, before we dive any further in here, let me bring up how many gaming hours, I mean, not all of this is gaming hours on this playthrough. I did do some gaming in a practice playthrough for about 10 hours and then character creation of 2 or 3 different characters, but most of this playthrough has been this playthrough. So how many game hours have I spent in Pathfinder Kingmaker? 286. 286 hours in Pathfinder Kingmaker, which is by far the most hours I've put into any RPG. I mean, obviously games such as CK2 and Football Manager have more gaming hours, but they're more simulation-based things. And grand strategies with much replayability, whereas RPGs I tend to play once. So it's still quite an achievement for 286 hours, which I've got through because of streaming. I've got through in 10 months. I started this series in February. So to get through that many gaming hours in February, in less than a year, is testament to how useful streaming is for progressing things. Because if this was a purely LP recorded session, I'd suggest it would probably last 3 years. Easily. So, yeah. Okay, without further ado, folks, I've put it off long enough. I'm ready for the final battle. Oh, very well. So be it. I've been waiting for some time. The sun has come and risen several times. I've got 15 days left. Plenty of time, apparently. Alright, well, our main forces will march now for the city, Your Highness, and I shall go with them. We will attempt to engage most of the Apology's shadows and the Lantern King's minions. Look for me in the city if you need rest, and good luck. Oh, we can rest in the city. Yeah, I put a post up in the Discord server about 3 months ago with the top 5 playlist hours of my LPs, and Skyrim barely made it into the top 5. It was only about 86 hours, the playlist, compared to this playlist, which is over 200 hours. Which is because when I recorded Skyrim at a time where YouTube videos were 10-15 minutes length. There was no streaming, so it suffered from hideous pacing when I think back to it now. And that's because of the nature of YouTube at the time. Had I recorded Skyrim now, it would have lasted barely 6 months, I would have thought, at the pace that I've played this game at. Am I on my own? Music. New music. Is that Queen Badar? Bartholomew? Megarvan, the storyteller? Who are you? Hey, look, for Donfear's got his hat on. Is that Donfear? That looked like Donfear, but he didn't have a robe on, so maybe it wasn't. I mean, it'd be cool if it was. Right, okay. We've got our party here. Maybe one last check-in with them all. It's a guy from the Demon Knight quest. Yeah, I thought he didn't have the robes on. It would have been cool if it was, though. But as a created character, perhaps he's not available. Right, Ecundio. Let's talk with our characters one last time.
The cast didn't break you. Good. But we must hurry. This madness must be stopped once and for all.
Yes, we need to gather the thoughts of the party. You know, anybody that's wavering with fear and, oh, I don't know about this, maybe we should consider their place in the end times, you know. We want people steeled with courage, looking death in the face and wouldn't bat an eye. It's a difference between life and death now, people. Are you afraid of what's ahead? Elka's asking, with a confident tone. He's had a few pour-tops before this rousing speech is about to happen. No.
We are going to fight for our home.
Good answer.
For the laughter of children yet to be born. That evil outsider god fights only for his pride. He cannot win.
Okay, Acundio has made it to the final cut. Good answer, sir. I just want to add that you have been a loyal companion, raining death and destruction down upon the enemy at every turn. So it has been a pleasure having someone to rely on such as you in these dark times. Now, is there a way, there's got to be a way, surely, to check, I don't know if there is actually, but in a lot of RPGs you can check how much damage different party members have done. I'd be quite intrigued, because I'm sure Acundio will top the DPS charts considerably. I want macroed damage meters in Wrath of the Righteous, okay? To relive my Warcraft days.
Words of a worthy leader are better reward than honors and gold. We've come a long way. May the ones ahead be longer and lighter.
A wise man, Acundio, a wise man. We like him. Bless him. We like him. We've liked him from the start. As soon as we saw him shoot something in the face and that thing exploded into 1,000 pieces, we've liked him. And he had a pet dog as well, so, I mean, that's always a win-win situation, isn't it? Right. Are you ready?
Lead. I will follow.
Oh, he's definitely in. He is definitely 100% in. Okay, we've got... Just checking. Oh, why is Dog so far away? Dog's curled up by the fire, chilling out, having a breather. Okay, is that everybody? Yeah, that's everybody. That's left. That hasn't abandoned us like Emiri, for example. Honorial 8 Eyes. Let's have a quick check-in with Honorial. Oh, don't say that, Hurt Cupboard. Shush. Less death talk, alright? We've lost Emiri. We've lost Lindsay. Lindsay's dead is neither of whom are properly dead. Emiri's abandoned ship, and Lindsay is a book, but she's still alive, kind of. Permanent transmutation spell. Would you like to join me in the final fight, Honorial 8 Eyes? No. I've got enough things to do already. Haven't you just? Right. We'll save Reggie for a bit later. Tristian, the man who we had to forgive.
It's good that everything will be over. I have been so afraid that we wouldn't have the time to save you or this tormented kingdom. But now there's just a little further to go, and I believe we can make it.
Ah. And because there's always been that very slight niggling doubt at the back of the mind, nobody can double-cross you to the point that he double-crossed us, and we'd be completely au fait with his presence in the party. So we're going to give him one last chance. Is there anything else before we do this that you wish to tell me, Tristian? Speak now! Or forever hold your peace.
I didn't want to distract you with such a trifle at this important moment. But let me again thank you for giving me a second chance. I have realized much along my journey. Although I'd prefer my awakening hadn't been bought with innocent lives. From now on, I will be stricter with myself, and will spend more time helping those who need it. And one more thing. I'm not one for inspirational speeches, but let me wish you strength and luck. Your burden is the heaviest of all. May you be equal to the task.
You see, the softy in me wants to wish him well and thank him for supporting us this entire time. But Elquist is like, we didn't support us the entire time. He screwed us for half the time. Therefore, any niceties, quick nod. Very, very good, Christian, very good. Yeah, thank you. Are you ready to march on?
I'm with you until the end.
Perhaps when all this horrid affair is over and either of us are left alive, well, both of us ideally, we may finally have that final step of forgiveness. But until then, there's still that kind of little smidgen of doubt in the back of the mind. Right, Octavia.
I can't believe this is happening to us. I didn't think I would be among the heroes from a legend, but here we are. I only hope this legend has a good ending.
Ah, yes, a good ending, Octavia. I mean, I'm not one for reading books, but if I was reading a book right now, I would hope that it would have a happy ending. What can I say? A sucker for such a thing. You look a bit worried, though. Everything okay?
I'm just worried about you. And I'm sad about Lindsay.
Oh,
It feels better to think that she stayed with us no matter what.
don't mention her
But I
name.
miss some of the little things. Like
Stop it!
talking to her in the morning, when we both just crawled out of our tents, still sleepy. Lindsay, if you can hear us now,
Why?
please know that I miss you terribly, you little chatterbox.
God.
But let's look ahead for the moment. I don't wish to distract you with my worries. I'm ready for battle like never before.
You've already distracted me. I've tried my best to put this Lindsay affair to one side, but now you raise it from the ashes. Goodness me. Oh. Oh. Let's use it to steal us. Let's use this sadness to steal us and focus us on our task.
And Reg, never mind. I promised myself I'd be strong, and I will be, for us.
Well, Octavia, just wanted to say, very glad to have met you. It's been one hell of a ride, hasn't it?
I wanted to be firm and pretend I'm not moved at all, but of course it's not true. I'm also very happy I met you, and that you don't mind my company.
Ah, well. Are you ready for the final test?
Like never before. If I need to defeat a deity to save you from a curse, then I'll do it.
Good answer. But you're not coming. Unless any of these other people tick me off. Right, so Cundio's definitely coming. Tristian's coming. Who else? We seem to be missing people. Who else is missing? Me, Knock Knock, Reggie, Tristian. Oh no, Octavia is coming! She is in the party now because Lindsay died, I forgot. Right, sorry Octavia, you are coming. Sorry about that. Just cast you aside again. So frivolously. Right. Valerie.
I'm just waiting for a signal to attack. There's a great battle ahead, and it will end with a great victory. I believe that more than I've ever believed anything.
Stoic as ever, is old Valerie, isn't she? I mean, she was too goody two-shoes for our liking in the end. We much prefer Reggie's happy-go-lucky attitude. But she's done us well for the vast majority of our endeavours. Suffered a great scar, you know, and all that kind of stuff. She's gone through the mill. Do you have any regrets?
Every failure, every fallen comrade. But these regrets cannot undermine my spirit. We learn from our mistakes and harden for times like these.
Well said, Valerie, well said. And I just want you to know that your loyalty on the field of battle and in my court means the world.
I'm glad to hear it. I would never turn away from my duty, no matter what. Yet it's better to enter a dangerous battle with an easy heart, knowing that your sword serves one who truly values your loyalty.
You're watching this before I'm caught up. Didn't know Lindsay died. Spoiler alert. She's not dead. She's just a book. Okay. I don't even need to ask if you're ready, Valerie, because I know you are.
And I need not answer. To arms. We will protect this land and free you from this curse. That's why I've taken up my weapons. And I won't put them down until all our plans are fulfilled.
Damn this! I hate this part of this game. A lot of these kind of games do this kind of last gathering situation, but this particular last gathering is actually quite emotional, really, because, as I said, we've invested so much time into this game. I've loved this game so much, and these characters, you know, they're not even like fully 3D things like a Dragon Age kind of situation. They're isometric characters, but they've been brought to life so well through the writing of the game and our interactions and ad hoc, ad-libbed moments throughout the series that you know, it's like they're all my best mates that I'm saying goodbye to. Apart from Harry, who's never been a best friend. He's been like an irksome brother, miserable brother that you see once a year at Christmas.
A menacing hour. A simple mind might see it in the end of times, and the triumph of Crotus. But alas, these are only the games of a foolish deity, wrapped in the vanity of the first world.
Well, Harim, I'm glad to see that you look peaceful. Is it because your death is impending now, finally?
Oh, this is true. Everything unfolds in the best possible way. If we meet our death in the coming battle,
I'll welcome
it will be a wonderful ending.
You see?
If we win, although it's a pointless act,
You see?
I will also be satisfied. It would be wrong to bow to this self-proclaimed Lantern King.
Any man who welcomes death upon my party shall stand aside.
Indeed. We must quench that false light, so it doesn't confuse the souls of those who look on it.
Who remembers the time when we let Harim be taken by the Technic League? As much as we disliked him, we had a nightmare about that, if you remember. It kept Elquist awake. So perhaps deep down, somewhere inside, there's a caring bone or two about Harim. He's still a miserable sod. Right, knock knock. Who's there?
This is a crazy road, all way to end. Even crazier than how we meet. Now someone try steal our city? Knock knock say, we go steal it back.
That's a perfect answer, knock knock. Thank you for standing by me.
It's what heroes do. Walk together, steal together, stab together.
Spoken like a true rogue.
And you show me hero path. From Goblin King to great confronting of Mungok, to finding tribe again, and king not king again. Hero path keep going. So do we.
Don't you die on me, knock knock.
Just like posing statue.
Well, I'm ready if you are.
Knock knock not let you go alone. Besides, be fun. Knock knock never stole a city back before.
It's the first time for many things. Right, to the battle. And finally, good old Reggie.
Hey, Chief. How are you feeling? I can't wait to stretch my legs a little.
Putting a firm hand on the shoulder, patting it several times. Ready for a fight, Reggie? That's surely a rhetorical question.
Some fight. I'm already thinking about the toast for the celebration feast. We'll deal with this flying fireball nice and quick, and then I hope we'll celebrate for at least a couple of weeks.
A couple of weeks? Now don't be tame, Reggie. I was thinking at least a couple of months. Much much port to be drunk, many a brothel to frequent, theatres to gallivant in, fairs to attend. There's at least 2 months worth of celebrations there. Between our cities and towns, we'll raise the roof. But is there anything you'd like to tell me before we march off to battle? Dance halls. I couldn't think of the other building. Of course, the dance halls. Much drunken dancing, spinning, pirouetting, sliding on the knees. The whole kit and caboodle will be on display in the dance halls across the land if we come out of this alive. And Elquist and Reggie will be leading the way. And even Chandra's nagging will not sway us. No chance. Chandra, 2 months off for everybody. I'll see you in 2 months, okay? It is back to business as usual. Okay, Reggie, sorry about that. I'm just in a daydream about the brothels and dance halls. Is there anything you'd like to tell me before we march off to battle?
You've led us through 100 brawls. You'll lead us through this one. Just don't look back and use any chance fate throws at us.
I shall remember those words. And as for words, the time for words has passed, Elquist says, looking at the entire party at this point. It is time for us to act, to retake our capital, retake our kingdom from this rogue god.
Lead on, Chief. I'm right behind you.
And there endeth the conversation. There's probably quite a lot of stuff we've picked up over the past couple of episodes that we might be able to use, but we should have more than enough about us at this point to deal with whatever that Lantern King throws. I mean, we've got a pack full of goodies. Look at the state of this. If there was ever a time to start sipping on some potions and using some magic rods, now is the time. Just saying, Elquist. Just saying. You've got the party prepared with spells. How about getting them prepared with some potions? For the fight. How about that? Oh, where the hell are we? Once more onto the breach, my friends. Ravaged capital entrance. Are we fighting our way to our... Where are we fighting our way towards? Look at the state of this. And there he is. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this guy. There's a chair. Who's seen that video? Speaking of chairs, who's seen that video on Twitter or TikTok or wherever it is of some fast food outlet in America, the name escapes me, where somebody lobbed a chair at a woman behind the counter. She just caught it with one hand and then flicked it away in like one smooth effort. That's gone viral. I was pissing myself laughing in bed this morning watching that. I thought, oh my God. It's absolutely... Yeah, it was funny. Apparently that was the second half of the clip. The first half of the clip she was throwing punches apparently, but the clip that I've seen, somebody just lobbed a chair at her over the counter and she just went doop doop like she had some kind of superpowers. It was funny. Anyway, let's go back to where we were, and we have to fight our way towards a destination. That'll do for me. Once more into the breach? Not just yet, because we're going to cast short-term buffs. Here we go. Shield. Mage armor on the dog. Mirror image. Effortless armor. And anything else that's short-term cast. Stone skin. Oh yeah, Google that. I can't remember the name. I can't remember the name of the fast food chain, but just Google woman catches chair or whatever. It'll come up surely. It's gone viral. It's absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Right, what's this? Baleful Polymorph. Hello, Hank. Welcome. Is that all of his short-term casts? I think so. These are long-term? Yeah, 1 round. That's 1 round. His haste is 1 round. It's been a while since I've used this casting stuff. Shield for you. And we won't use 10 minutes per level. That's a long time. We'll use it with him. We won't use it with him because he'll lose access to all of these. Why has he not got Greater Magic Fang? I thought I memorized stuff. Why has he not got access to these spells anymore? Oh, because after we rested we may have regained wisdom and then we forgot to rememorize them, maybe? Elquist fell and hit his head and became proficient, apparently. Not quite efficient. That's Acundio's fault, not to do with us. We said clearly, people, memorise your spells, and Acundio was clearly not listening. Elquist can't take the blame for that. I looked at his spells. I went into his book. You watched the video back. I went into Acundio's book. And it said, wisdom cannot cast because of wisdom, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need Magic Fang or Sense Vitals. It's just, I don't need them. Not, make it too easy. Cast that. Cast that. Cast that. Cast that. Cast that. I've got a big dog. I've got a big dog. I mean, we've used all of them, but we can rest here. Apparently we were told that we can rest if we find the man thing. Storyteller man. So, probably halfway around this little map, we can probably rest and replenish our spells. And just in case we can. Just in case we can. Just in case. Can he benefit from that? No, it's a blade, not that's the same thing, but for a bow, isn't it? Okay, another one of them. Waffle House, that was it. That was it. Right, what we're doing? Sense Vitals. Where's the rest of his stuff? Cat's Grace? Is that what? Oh yeah, Cat's Grace times 2. That was it, wasn't it? That was it, sure, that was it. Yeah, I think so. Magic Fang Greater times 2. And he can't cast level 4 spells. Oh, this might have been the screen that I came to. Did I check all of his spells? I can't remember. I can't remember. But anyway, if we're ready to rest, it'll be good to go. 10 minutes from remove fear. We'll hold off on that one. Okay, we are buffed and we are ready. Okay, let's do this, folks. Your Highness, we are preparing to repel an attack. Well, fear not, because I am here now. This attack shall be repelled in a flash. Here they come. Oh, it's a wild hunt! Freedom of movement required! Oh, shooting hell, fire! It's these things! Oh. Okay, let the guards go in first then.
All according to...
We are preparing for an attack. Yeah, you prepare for an attack. We'll just be back in a minute. Get the aggro and then attack. Who wants a piece of a giant Elquist? The dog is fine. We've got too many big people in the party. Pathfinding is an issue.
You are a welcome sight, Your Highness. Look what the damned eldest did to our city. As soon as we entered, the ground started trembling silently at our feet, and then it gave way and fell apart. But why am I telling you this? You probably saw the whole thing for yourself. So, our team was stuck here by the gate, together with a whole horde of beasts from the First World. We fought them off somehow, thanks to you and Erasti. But I don't know what's going on with the others. And also, well, he'll tell you himself.
Who will tell me himself? What's happened?
Happy to serve you, Your Grace.
No!
I mean, Your Highness.
Did you really think you could fool me so easily? You are not a shadow from the cup.
I'm impressed with your sharp eyes and deep knowledge. Though you are not the first mortal to surprise me. And not the first to die by my sword. For the pleasure of the true king, the Lantern King.
Who the hell is this imposter? How could you be fooled, you silly man, bloody Jod? Keston was not a ruler in a cup. Kill this thing. Who is it? Where? Who? Can't get over him here. Weren Degar. Who cares? Strike him dead. What were you saying? Couldn't hear over the sounds of the burbling blood from your throat, you stupid man. Right, level ups. Now, I have not got my level up sheets available, but tough cookies. We're doing this on the fly, because the level up, whatever we pick, is probably going to be worth it, even if it's not as I intended it to be at level 19. So we're going to go Magus, 3 skill points as per usual. And hopefully we won't get... Okay, we get 2 abilities to pick. Improve critical. It's always a good one, apparently. With his scimitar. Probably a good point. Get some of that better crits there. And we also get some kind of mastery with our blades or whatever. Bane Blade. Dimension Strike. We don't use our Wand Wielder. Prescient Attack. I don't use any of these, to be honest with you. But Bane Blade. To add the Bane special ability to the weapon. I mean, if we do end up using it, sounds semi-decent. Level 6 spell. Disintegrate's pretty decent. Okay. That'll do. Elquist is be easier to do because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and you don't use these? No, I hack and slash things. I've never felt the need to. I have used it a handful of times, but this is a very complex system. I just slice things down whilst enlarged is more than enough tactics for me. I barely use his spell strike ability. Do you see me casting spells with him? Do you see me casting spells willy-nilly with him? No. I know I can do, but I just can't. I just don't. He's got dragon-like abilities as well, apparently. Do I see any of them? No. He's a fighter. He slashes things. That's all we need to know. Want me to burn this creature, Elquist? No, just slice it with your scimitar, mate. It's fine. Okay, that's whatever you say, sir. Whatever you say. Right, forget that. What's Elquist? It's got me this far, hasn't it? Okay. What's Elquist? The only time I would ever focus heavily on a Magus or any other weird and wonderful class and perfect that class is if my character, as in the character that I've created, is that class. Any other character class that's not mine, I kind of do my my best to at least know something about the class, but out of all the classes, the Magus one was quite complicated. Blinding Critical. It's your favourite class? Well, maybe I'll create a Magus class in Wrath of the Righteous with my main character to avenge my incompetence with the class in this one. How about that? Would that win you back? Blind criticals? Blinding critical. Is that a Magus ability? A sword Saint Magus. Oh, Jesus. What do we want? Improved blind fight. That could be useful. I'll remind you. Okay. Okay, improved blind fight could be useful. Basic blind fight was all we need to avoid the gaze attacks, which is good. Yeah, I think it was blind fight that made us immune to gaze attacks, which is what we wanted. Sickening critical, shake it off. Staggering critical, stealthy, tandem trip. Nobody else has got trip. Toughness. I wonder if this backdates to all the level ups to give me like a crap ton more hit points. Or Hammer the Gap. I've always been a bit wary of this one because it seems a bit like every extra damage equals a number of previous consecutive hits, which, mind you, if you stab the thing 15 times, that's an extra 15 damage on a boss. Do you know what? We'll go for that we'll go for that. Finesse training. I can now train in another finesse weapon other than a dagger. What about a kukri? And we nick Knock Knock's kukris. That'll kick ass. How about that? We're not going to use it, so we're going to pick kukri. We're not going to use it, but we're just going to say Knock Knock. Once we've beaten the Lantern King and we're sat and retired and Knock Knock, I've been doing some training with kukris, you know. What? I've been eyeing up those kukris that you've been wielding that are doing some insane damage. Just so you're aware. A roleplay decision. Right, Knock Knock, here he is, bless him. I don't know with him. I've got a sneaking suspicion it was supposed to be a Slayer upgrade. I don't know. Potentially, because it gives us extra sneak attack damage, possibly. But I don't have the sheet available, so we'll just stick with simplicity. We'll go with a rogue. I don't think it's going to make a massive difference. And why have we got an extra point? I'll put it to stealth, fine. Not that it makes much of a difference. Ability focus bonds, greater 2-weapon fighting. Definitely one for his dual-wielding kukris. Gives him less penalties for dual wielding there. Let's go with Acundio. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And deadly aim. What's that for? Extra damage. Not really. Oh, not really a big fan. Blind fight for him makes him immune to gaze attacks, and he's our main damage dealer, so that's good. Favoured terrain. Are we classed as being in urban right now? Because in urban settings, +2 bonus to checks on law and perception and stealth. Oh, not combat. Combat style feat, archery. Improved critical, point blank master. Cool. With a longbow. Cool. Oh, this is something that's already prevalent. I think this is one of those kind of traits that you have to pick it every level up. We got this last level up, we've got to pick it every level up. Or, unless we're picking a second weapon to do it with. Light crossbow as well? Are we switching or picking a second weapon here? I think we're picking a second weapon. Short bow then. He's a bowman. Choose one type of ranged weapon you do not provoke attacks of opportunity. Oh! Let's not get it again then. Oh, we have to get it again. No, we don't. Improve critical. Oh, we've already got that. And it doesn't stack. So we... Oh, okay. How about a skill focus then? Oh, this is a redundant choice. We've already got longbow. Point blank master. Short bow. Can somebody confirm I'm not overwriting this as longbow, short bow? I'm picking a second one. Okay, I'll play it safe, just in case we are overwriting it. Skill, focus, perception. Okay, we'll go with that. Good choice. Oh, God, Octavia. Again, I don't know what we're supposed to do with her, but another level in Wizard, perhaps, probably best. Spell focus, what's that? I've forgotten. Spell focus. Choose a school of magic. Any spell you cast at that school are more difficult to resist. We've got spell focus already, right? We've got improved critical ray. Skill focus perception with her. Greater spell focus evocation. And regular spell focus evocation. So we've got that already. Spell penetration. Weapon focus ray. What a greater weapon focus ray? No? No. Okay. So what else have we got then? She got blind fighting. Can she get blind fighting? Clearly not. I thought everybody got blind fighting. I thought we got blind fighting with everybody. Maybe she can't have it. Combat casting. Elemental focus. Spell specialization. How about spell focus fire? Because we're using a ray attack. We've got some fire-based attacks. We've got fireball and stuff. That extra +1 to DC could save our life. Oh, the choices, the choices. Combat casting. Spell specialization. This is one that you're going to repeat every time. And Hellfire Ray. Although we should probably start picking a ray that's the higher level of all of these. The highest level ray spell that we've got. I think actually still might be this. I mean, Polar Ray is actually a higher level spell. But I don't tend to use this spell. Oh, we can pick 2 new spells. Which which we're not gonna memorize. And then 9th level. Our first 9th level spell. Jesus Christ. We're going to have to rest at some point then to get these. Isn't there a pretty kick-ass ray spell here? Clashing Rocks. I want something that's not going to hit our friends, ideally. Heroic Invocation. Now this looks like a kick-ass buff. 10 minutes per level. Look at the state of this. Plus 4 bonus attack and damage rolls. Hit points temporary. Immune to fear and charm effects. And what's Foresight? You're never flat-footed. Insight bonus to AC and reflexes. Ooh. Again, this looks pretty decent, but we've never used it. Power word kill. To creatures less than 101 hit points. Which means that we would kill them instantaneously with one chop of our bloody blade. So it's not very good, that is it, in hindsight. But I mean, being able to kill something with a single spell has always been quite cool, isn't it? Finger of Death and stuff like that. Tsunami. 24 d6 points of bludgeoning damage. And it's not affected by spell resistance. And can be knocked prone and carried along by the wave. I like the sound of that. Wail of the Banshee, we've seen this spell. This is very dangerous. 10 points of damage per caster level, but it is affected by spell resistance. I think something that is not affected by spell resistance is a good spell at this stage of the game. So I think I will go for Tsunami. It's an aggressive spell. You can't be level 9 and not have an offensive spell. So Heroic Invocation and Tsunami, I think, sound quite cool. And Tristian, very simple. Cleric. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take that off, put that there. And it'll just be another extra channel for him, I think, unless he's got blind fighting. Nope, he has now though. Does he need it? He's technically blind anyway. It was only going to be an extra channel, and I think we've got enough, so we'll get him blind sight just in case. So most of our party should have blind sight, blind fighting rather now. I almost feel like I need to pour myself another drink to steel myself. So you know what? Take all treasures. Take all treasures. And let's get a move on. Because our buffs are running out as we speak and flounder, you know? The Lantern King. Hello, my kobold friends! Be well! Look at the state of my city. This is a big rebuild job. Exactly, Hurt Cupboard. Great minds think alike. This needs one hell of a rebuild. It's a good job that we are a millionaire. Because we might need that money. How do we get out of here? Oh. Over here. Guards! More attacks, perchance? Oh, guard lying down. Oh, they were pretend guards. Oh! Oh dear. Okay, fine. Doggy, Bitey. Everybody else. Everybody else, apart from Doggy, attacky.
I'll cut you.
Very good. An attack there as well.
I die free.
Yeah, they caught us by surprise, unfortunately. Okay, everybody just exploded into 1,000 pieces, including Octavia, bless her.
Show me your heart.
Something bothering you?
Okay, back to full capacity. Yeah, somebody mentioned that we could have not had this happen with some choices that we would have made, but hey. Would we have had it any other way? No. Have I saved it recently? Wild Hunt Scout. Yeah, where are you going, man? Can you chill out?
Should do it.
Oh, he might be scared. Jesus, what the hell is happening here? Is there one of those kings around? No? Where are they all popping up from? Oh, cast magic missiles at him. Are you casting spells without my say so? Oh, it's Bartholomew! I didn't see you there, mate. What are you doing? He's more bothered about his damn research.
In due time.
Right, there is a way to hop down here. Which appears to be a dead end, so we shall take a quick look. Oh no. Oh no. Oh bloody hell. Right, now we came down here for this damn chest, apparently. Or did we? Yeah, okay. Contains something semi-useful, maybe? Right, Mr. Delgado, we shall leave you be. We have places to go and people to see. Kobolds, silent sneak, then big assault! Right. Hello, nameless Crusader. Welcome. How do we get out of here? Up this way, I think. Oh, so it'd be a good idea to have 4 great hulking big party members in the team. Oh. Hang on. We seem to have stumbled into a kind of an alternative path kind of situation. We'll go up this side first. More injured guards, fallen guards. Houses tipped upside down. I mean, look at the state of this. Oh. An ambush. Oh, whatever shall we do? Step aside, you idiots. Get out of my way, scumbags. Oh, you can't, we're in big trouble with the back line here. Oh, sheesh kebab. Oh, we're in big trouble here. I hate this spawning thing.
Dawnflower, grant me strength. I didn't eat.
Hey, can someone help me?
Sheesh. Oh, sheesh. Oh, he's just... Oh, this is a mess. I mean, we'll still do it, but this is a mess. Oh, we've got party members now. Dead. Deathclaw dead. God, how far are we moving here? The giant members of the party are rather busy. Okay, well done team. Come hither. Come hither. In fact, come back this way. Holy hell. Right, well, at the very least, we need to heal. We've got like 1 greater restoration, right? Which should heal the death's door condition, but we've got a resurrection, so not that fussed about that little malady. I mean, I'm more concerned about the fact they've lost their buffs, to be honest with you. He is tough. Elquist is a tough cookie, yes, indeed he is. I completely agree. Where's the storyteller who said that we could rest? Is he inside this house? Because I could do with resting right about now. If we're happening upon anything major. That's Jod. Wild hunting bodies. Okay, take everything. We're going in. We're going in.
Time for fun.
Okay, what? Is this my throne room? No, this is just a random house. Right. Can we do this without dying? Preferably? Let's just chill out. Take care of business, guys. Oh boy. Squishies to the back. Uh-oh. Okay, lots of archers, that's fine. I mean, we could do some spells here, but I think we're good. We'll allow the party just to continue slicing and dicing.
Nighttime.
There's a lot of these guys, but we should still be fine. Apart from the dog, clearly needs some assistance with dealing with these kind of creatures.
Good.
I didn't even break a sweat.
Got Knock Knock. I got a sneaking suspicion Knock Knock likes being enlarged. He's loving life. Look at this. What the hell is that? The hell is that?
This is for you!
Bleed for me.
Ah, poor doggy. No use, no ornament, bless him. Well, whatever it is, it looks like we need to do something with it. Freedom of movement. Remove fear or greater heroism. I thought we cast. We did cast. Oh, he's lost it. Because we've all seemed to have lost remove fear. How have we all lost it? How long does remove fear last for? Oh, it's fine. I did definitely cast it, right? 10 minutes. That's why it's a 10-minute cast, not a per level cast. Okay, let's dive in. A fragment of the apology. Oh, there's something fishy about this storyteller as well.
Time's not waiting.
Ah, Your Highness! The artifact that you just found is of the utmost importance. It's a fragment of the accursed apology goblet. Somewhere in the city, a few more still remain. If you can find and deliver these fragments to me, I will destroy them, thus weakening the power of the Lantern King. The bond between the creation and creator is complicated, almost inconceivable. When the Lantern King created the cup, the material symbol of Nerissa's curse, he never dreamed that his creation might be used against him, and yet it can be done. I have devoted my life to creating and reforging artifacts from ages past, but now I shall have to do the opposite, to reduce one to dust, not to restore it. Yes, where are these fragments? They might be anywhere, Your Highness. Everything is so chaotic that I can barely sense their presence at all. And where are my other allies? They are scattered across the islands that the capital has become. This is fortunate, in a way. The servants of the Lantern King are also scattered. Our task would have been much harder if their forces were assembled here. Don't worry about your allies. You must focus on your mission. They will protect themselves and find a way to rejoin you sooner or later. Right. I need rest. I need rest now. We'll recast our buffs. Okay, here's the fragment. My hands are trained to create and restore, not to destroy. But in destroying this fragment, we will protect thousands of lives from destruction. It must be done. Ooh. One fragment down, however many to go. Bartholomew, any wise words? Okay. Still got 17 days. Plenty of time. Right, it's buffing time. Like Power Rangers.
That is not far.
Power Rangers. It's buffing time. Shield. Not the same ring to it, has it? Not the same ring.
Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi.
Right, the doggy gets feared a lot, so we'll give it to Ekundio, who actually doesn't, so that he can actually make use of this rather than the dog. Okay, I think we're suitably buffed with our long-term buffs. A lot of jumping around and randomly clicking at stuff. I know, but it was so cool, right? Who didn't, as a kid, watching Power Rangers, and you've got to be of a certain age, you've got to be over 30 at least, to appreciate this. Although they did do later renditions down the line, but the original series in 1993 or 1994, I'm talking about here. I mean, who didn't jump around in primary school or high school, wherever you were at the time, you know, doing all these kicks and things and pretending that some of you are Power Rangers and some of you are putties and all the rest of it. Who didn't do that? Come on, it can't be just me, surely. You know, can't be just me kicking into air and doing backflips and not backflips, but, you know, spin kicks and all kinds of nonsense. Oh yeah, if you watch it now as an adult, of course it'd be crap, wouldn't it? But as a kid, it was, oh God, fantastic stuff. As a 10-year-old child, you know. Actually, I still do this. I read on Twitter last week or 2 weeks ago that the Green Ranger, the original Green Ranger, Tommy, the actor that played Tommy, died. It sounded like a suicide, actually, quite recently, which was sad news. But anyway, let's move on from the morbid talk. I've actually got, and I'm keeping them as collector's items because maybe they, maybe they might become collector items in the future. But I've got the original Megazord, which was quite a piece of kit as a toy because you had, like in the show, the separate Zords, which you then fit together to create the Megazord, and I've got that. I've got it in the bedroom over there. Maybe that could be a party stream endeavour. You know, whilst drunk, try to assemble these Megazords. See if I can remember how to do it. It's not that difficult, I don't think. But I know, when I'm old and grey, I'm hoping that maybe somebody will pay a bit of money for them, you know. Oh, I think I've been assured, Yorkie, that this is the last episode. But I mean, at my pace, I was anticipating finishing maybe potentially at 9, but clearly not. But I am taking my time. Old and grey, young whippersnapper. Well, it's a matter of perspective, isn't it? See, to people in the teens and 20s, I'm an old man. And I have got grey hairs. Just a few. Just a few. Not many, but just a few. Happens to us all, folks. I'm not that far behind, only 16 years. Right, let's carry on. Oh, it's Magar Van. Who is fighting something, but his saving throw has failed. Okay, Magar, lead the charge and we'll join afterwards, as is customary. Well done, team. Well done. I think the guards... what happened to Elquist? Heal me! Heal me, heal me. I'm feeling a bit peaky. Death Ward. Is that it? Oh no! Oh, that's bad. But like, how dare you? I'm telling you what my colour is, pal, not you the other way round.
It should be.
Right, Magar. A good fight and no paperwork. Oh dear. If we have to actually physically find these flipping things manually, and they're not in obvious places and require any semblance of hunting for, I'm going to be upset. There's probably creatures down here that are going to ambush us, but what can we do? Not a right lot, really, other than send a Cundio forward to trigger the fight. Oh! They found me a hat! Another one like Tristian's hat. It's a Tristian hat part 2! Why do you have one of these hats, my dear? Look at that! Look at that, fantastic. 2 hat-wielding, spell-casting folks. Perfect. Right, carry on. Where are these blighters? I think we have to... let's just take Reggie in first.
Fear me!
He's got this under control. The rest of us will just stand back for now.
Enemy approaching.
Until Reggie draws the aggro, and then we'll move in. I love the fact that Octavia's cantrip, Acid Splash, because of the way we spec'd it, does like so much damage. 32 damage with a cantrip. That's quite something, isn't it? The base damage clearly is like 1d3 plus 1. It's the sneak attack damage that does the difference. Yeah, sneak attack damage. Step aside, folks. She's already casting Acid Splash. I know somebody that got a slight burn on the face from it. It's nothing to fear. Poof. As they scream and writhe in agony. If I said it, just let's go. Give me a scar. She's quite proficient at it, apparently. The drawback being, of course, is that you don't get sneak attack damage if you're not flanking. So if nobody else is attacking somebody, then she doesn't get the sneak attack damage from Acid Splash, and it just does 1d3 plus 1 damage. So you have to cast it into combat, which obviously we've got melee fighters, which is not a problem usually. Okay, here we are. Transition phase number 2. I still take a bowling infused mud or magma, deadly earth. Nah.
We will be victorious.
What the hell happened here? What the hell happened here? What the hell's going on? An ancient will-o'-the-wisp. Guys.
I'm wounded.
Octavia is going to die a proper death here.
Nighttime.
Saw that coming. Welcome back, Octavia. So what happened there? Did we get something or not from that little encounter? We kind of clicked on an icon here and then nothing happened. Did we pick up a fragment by mistake or something? No. No. Oh, I missed out on a quest for a whip. Oh, it's a false looting spot. Okay. Well, where the flippin' hell do we go next then? There's all this to uncover. She's a bad girl. Oh dear. Aha, there we go. Let autopathing solve your problems. Oh Jesus. Okay. Usual tactic, Reggie in.
I'll cut you!
I'll cut you! Pie and mash for lunch. Oh, that does sound glorious. I love a good hearty meal. Pie and mash, fish and chips, sausage and mash, liver and mash, gravy, onion gravy, lashings of the stuff.
Left yourself open.
Oh, barbarians are coming to help us. Ooh! Jesus Christ! Okay. More dead people here. Oh, Mark! I didn't see you there, buddy. We didn't see him because we make him look so small with that big, you know. Who's this little fella? Oh, it's our Mark, the big guy who was a big guy, but now we're bigger. Cool.
Once
Cool,
a girl
cool,
told me my
cool.
eyes light up her world. I said that the blessing of Serenray will light up her soul. She seemed disappointed.
Yes, yes, Tristian, she would seem disappointed. She was looking for dirty talk, not for talk about Serenray, okay? I have to teach you a thing or two, says Elquist, who's being very, what's the word I'm looking for in this entire playthrough? Hello, monkey. You cheeky monkey. Oh, a greater primal owlbear. Were they the same creatures that we had trouble killing in the first... No, they were treant-like things, weren't they? They were really tough. More guards. Satova! Aldori! Where's Chandra? Oh, there, look! Alright, let's save it first. This looks like a big fight. Cash legendary proportions on our mag. I didn't see that. That would have been cool. It'd have dwarfed us all. Oh, this is bad. We're about to be ambushed, surely. Are we about to be ambushed? Or maybe when we take this, the fragment, we'll be ambushed. People, get ready. People, get ready. Elquist is touching the fragment. Oh boy. We're going to get attacked from both sides, aren't we? Clearly. Right. Kill these guys quickly so we can move to the others. Remember when Lady Aldori impressed us in the first level and she was taking on a frost giant and there we were struggling against little bandits? Oh, the roles have reversed. I'm not saying that she's still not a good fighter, but still. Oh, of more cropped up? Oh, shoot. Right, let me get my bearings here, because this is bad. Kundir needs to move. Tristan needs to move. She needs to move. The dog's down. Oh my god, now they've come this way. Elquist.
A calculated risk.
Okay, stop running and just start shooting, mate. Just start shooting. Start shooting. In fact, Tristan, start healing. Who the flippin' hell is this idiot? Oh, for flip's sake. Oh, for flip's sake. Okay, folks, we need some order here. Things are looking a bit messy. We're losing our tanky type. It's okay, Elquist has got this under control, barely. Oh, you know what? I forget about mass heal, you know. I keep forgetting about that. We've got an extra cast of it. Do we need it? Yeah, the dog's injured too. You know what? Let's cast it. Good call. Good call. Woo! Right as we kill the last person. I've got an idea, says Tristan. Excellent job, team.
I need to concentrate. Becoming distracted leads to becoming dismembered.
Return to matters at court. And what's her face is loving life. Right, what have we got? So we got another piece of the cup. The apology. Do we return it to the? Do we return it, or do we soldier on to the next fragment? I think we soldier on to the next fragment, don't we? Or do we not? Should we return it to the storyteller guy? Head more north.
A simple request.
Can we get up here? We can't get up here, apparently. Head more north. Oh, there's a door. Oh, there was a door there. Yes. Oh. There's going to be more than one flipping adamantine golem here, isn't there? Surely. Ooh. Like a nice belt. That. Physical perfection +8. I think we've already got that. Yeah. Kundia, what are you wearing? Same. Knock, what are you wearing? It gives you an 8 con, so you might as well wear that anyway, even just for the con alone. It's worth it, you know. Okay, so we can move onwards, or we can contemplate going back and resting with a fresh cast of buffs. What do we reckon? We've got plenty of time. We've got like 17 days. I think we should be cautious and head
All
back
according to plan.
and rest. Give the give our good friend the second fragment piece as well. Keep moving forward. Why? Why can't we move backwards? It's a long way away. Does he crop up in other places? Oh. Rest is needed. I mean, we don't need to rest. It's just that it would be nice to rest. We have still got full buffing potential here available to us, and he's only injured and can actually remove that state with a greater restoration. So we don't need to. It's certainly not like. I mean, the only slight issue is we're losing channels, which is our healing capacity. So that could be a problem. When we run out of channels, we may have to reassess. Anyway, let's recast buffs. Well, some of us have died and whatnot since we cast them. We'll recast.
Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi.
I'm going to cast that now and put that on. Mirror. Sea Mantle.
Right here, my friend.
Finish off the boss properly.
Patricium Turinos. Inimosi Travisi. Amranda Gratio. Una Adayanam.
Okay, any more buffing we need to do, we'll probably have to rest now.
Follow my lead.
But we can probably get one more piece of the puzzle in our current state. Oof. Oh-ho. This is a different map. That's our castle. Everybody's here. Oh, it's still my castle, I quite assure you. Okay, where are we going though? That's a question.
Die for me.
Oh boy, everybody pile in! It's a pylon! Pile in, folks! Get your fill! Plenty to go around of these dogs. I'm not even messing now. Not even messing. You scumbags! Take my capital! They expect me to sit here and watch? You can all rot! I'm not having it! Rods? We don't need rods. What are them? Never used one in my life.
Bleed for me.
$37,000.
Finish them quick.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Move. 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 About face. Fire!
Left yourself open.
Carry on, team, carry on, carry on. What the hell are you guys doing? We've got floating chairs and all sorts of madness here. Okay, so we've got the story. Oh, the storyteller is here now, so we can save here. Hence why I was told probably to push forward, because the storyteller relocates. This looks like a dead end, so we'll deal with this corner first, then we'll come back here, deal with this corner next, and then up the centre. But we'll do the centre after we've rested, having done the two sides, I think. I see your reasoning. A Jabberwock. Ooh, this could be tough. There could be two of them. Jesus, these things aren't easy. Important that Tristan keeps us healed here. Boy. Tristan needs to come a bit more further forward, I think. Holy hell. Anyone for some Jabberwock skin boots? And there indeed is Darwin. Oh, another little apology thing. Think I'll take that. Thank you kindly. If you don't mind me. Definitely making some Jabberwock skin something. Boots, gloves. Carn for real too. Love the hat. Such a sweet, calm moment. I wish it was always like this.
I'm listening.
What are you doing? Heal, mate. Heal. Right. I think that's it for this corner. So obviously the decisions that we made would have impacted on who was here to aid us in the final battle. I think we're doing pretty well with our support. I think we've united a few people in our time. Right, about face.
I'm restless.
Charge! The hell is that? Primal owlbear. Kill it.
Our victory is certain.
Kill it. Oh, we've shrunk! We've shrunk, people! We've reduced in size! This is a tragedy. Most foul. We're gonna have to about turn. We can't walk around like normal-sized people. Who are we gonna intimidate looking like this?
In due time.
Okay. How do I get up here? Alright. Okay, so I thought maybe we could go up this way and get something, but apparently not. That's fine. Right, well in that case, we shall go and speak with the storyteller, hand in what we've got, see if there's any more outstanding bits. I think there's probably another one or two outstanding, maybe one more, probably in the centre area, which we haven't explored properly yet, but we'll just go check in, see what's going on. Oh, they're allied specific, those areas, are they? There's the storyteller.
Focus on the goal.
Oh, this is the last one. Oh. Okay, apparently the force field to our castle has been removed. Didn't know there was a force field there because we didn't explore it, did we? But apparently it's been removed, and now the way is open to us to have our audience with the Lantern King. I think I'm having an audience, unbuffed, and this size? You kidding me? You kidding me? Right, this is full buff. This is full buff, including short buffs. But we'll cast the short buffs when we're outside the door. Might want to buff to high heaven. Yeah, I might want to buff to high heaven, you're right. That's him done for short buffs. These are short buffs too, aren't they? No, these are not. These are short buffs. No, long buffs we're looking at for the moment. Long buffs. Will our wyverns come inside with us?
Ready for anything.
They will come inside with us. Okay, let's cast wyverns then. I mean, we've cast some of the buffs, but they're only self buffs at the moment.
Not waiting.
Nothing more than that. Well, these have gone again on rest. I don't understand this with him. So it's definitely something there, because we definitely memorised them the second time, remember? Oh, I think it's when we used this one. His wisdom goes down so he forgets the spell, so we have to rememorise them every time he casts Dex Mutagen. That must be it. Which is a royal pain in the arse. We use that in the hope that the Lantern King is classed as Fey. He might not be, but we can live in hope.
Ready and willing.
Greater invis on you. On you. Well, that's most of. Oh no, sorry, bless.
Something bothering you?
Move here. Great poison. Arcane aura. Magic weapon. Freedom of movement. Jesus. Right, that's a quick save for that one. We all here and present and able? Right, short-term buffs. Short casts. Haste.
Knock knock ears.
Be on guard.
Ears.
Here!
How may I help?
It's a long cast, is that one? We ain't done, folks. We ain't done. It's time! It's time for potion sipping. Oh, not now. I don't want dinner now.
I won't let you down.
Sorry, I was saying I forgot about we give her some level 9 spells, and then I was saying, where's my level 9 spells? Where are they? She died. Does that mean she forgot them? The hell happened? I distinctly remember memorising these. Oh. I'm not going to reload it just for those spells, but this is rather irksome. I should probably, after I'd rested, done one last check that we had all spells in the spell books, but I didn't anticipate this happening. Right. What was I saying? Ability drained. Might have, yeah, could have been. Okay, so with the squishies, we're going to cast potions of displacement. So one for her, one for you. Anybody else that's not displaced? We're going to cast to give concealment for those individuals. Everybody else has been displaced. No, they haven't, because I forgot to cast displacement with Reggie. Ah! I forgot to cast my displacement spell with Reggie, and time is ticking because it's not on my list here. Because that's not Reggie. Here! Shit. Okay, we're wasting time here. Okay, so everybody's displaced. Did I miss anybody? No, I don't think so. Any other spells that we might... Any other potions? We are paused now, aren't we? We've got greater invade, we've got displacement on everybody. We've got everything here. Protection from evil? Yeah, it's an evil character, surely. Oh, is he evil? I don't think he is evil, actually. The storyteller said he isn't evil. Maybe he's doing evil things. He's got to be evil, surely. Chaotic neutral. Yeah. The storyteller gave us that clue, didn't he, really? He's Elquist in a fireball form. Although Elquist is probably more chaotic good. Well, he is actually chaotic good. He tended towards chaotic good both times. The one time that we resets it, and the time before that. Right, okay then. He's a fire-based guy, right? Resist fire. So the frontline fighters, particularly. Okay, so that is all potions that we can possibly sip, I think. Oh, what about potions of aid? Because we don't have Lindsay anymore. Potions of, what's it called? Not aid. Potions of, good hope or something. Heroism. Yeah, heroism potions. Cool. Everybody cast that. Everybody sip one of them. Everybody sip one of them. Everybody sip away. Sip away. To your heart's content. This was Lindsay's job. Lesser Restoration, Shield of Dawn, Vanish, Invisibility, Enlarge Person, no. Feather Step, no. Fox's Cunning, Bark Skin, Aid, Alchemist's Fire. I don't want to use like any scrolls really, unless there's any like group scrolls. Any group scrolls that we can cast that we don't have. Last orders at the bar. These are like single cast. "35 Scrolls of Haste." Look at all... Oh, Jesus H. Christ. Look at all these scrolls. Look at all these scrolls that I've never used. Have we got a protection from chaos? Scroll. Oh yes, we do! Protection from chaos communal. Ah! Chaos personified, are you? We'll see about that. About we've sipped potion of resist fire. Do we have any potions of protection from fire? Oh, in fact, hang on. Final casts. Okay, and then protection from energy. Not resist, but protection. We've got resist already. Where's the protection one? Where's the protection one? Tristian? Where's protection from fire? There we go. Okay, I think we have basically buffed as much as we can possibly buff, including potions and scrolls, which is a rarity, such as the urgency of the situation. But we're not going to get any more buff than this. We have scrolls of resurrection, scrolls of heal. You say that as if we're going to need them, which is not a good sign. Charge! Did I use haste? Yeah? Did we not use haste? We don't look like we were hasted, did we? I did cast haste, though. Why didn't I cast haste? I'm sure I did. Cast it again, just to be sure. Just to make doubly sure. Their feet are hardly touching the ground. Look at my castle! My throne! Look at the state of this! How I've seen enough. I've seen enough! The Lantern King. Your footsteps echo from the ceiling of the ravaged throne room. The sound attracts the attention of old Remus, slouching on the steps of the throne. He looks up, shakes his head slightly, as if displeased, but keeps silent. Nothing betrays the mask of a deity in this hunched man. Clearly not, because we stumbled across him the first time and thought he was a rambling old fool.
Words, words. How little value we attach to them, and how much they truly mean. But I've grown tired of words and prophecies. I will no longer predict chaos and death. Instead, I will show them to you, myself.
Oh. No time for talking, apparently. There goes Elquist.
Oh yes, the time has come! The time of fate and curses!
Right. New music! Reggie? How do we use your little abilities? Forget it. We're not going to change now. Kill him! Slice him! Chop him! You fighter, you! Everybody else just chill. Just chill for now. Charge! Okay, everybody just do your own stuff. I mean, maybe we should do turn-based, I don't know. Let's just go. Let's just see how it goes first time of asking, without any sort of issue. The Lantern King is there. I want him in a bot. No, he's probably immune to fire. Let's take a look at him. He's a monk. A Fey monk. Not a massive amount of hit points. Bit of damage reduction. Apart from against chaotic attacks. Immune to disease. He's got a few abilities as a monk. Okay, yeah, very good, very good, very good. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. What about any resistances? It doesn't suggest that he's resistant to fire. Or immune to fire. In this form. So, do you know what? Let's cast a nice big ball of flame. Thank you. And with you as well, we'll cast a Hellfire Ray. Okay?
You don't seem to like my curses. Maybe I like my children better.
Okay, it's the round 2. It's round 2. Round 2 is upon us. Come forth. Right, some more big spells. More fire is required here. Clearly. Octavia. How about some storm bolts? No, she's a bit too far away. She did dispel all of my buffs though. Oh. Not just took a massive, massive blow. Group heal. Is Reggie confused? He's slicing the dog. He's blind. He's dominated for 2 minutes 50. Oh, Jesus H. This is not good. Right, how do we get rid of dominated? I mean, he's hitting the dog at the moment, which is fine. But 2 minutes 50 is a long time to be dominated. I think Unbreakable Heart might work. Why can't we cast it on him? Elquist is down. We're level drained, or strength drained. Have we got Chain Lightning, my dear? Chain Lightning. Where's your Chain Lightning gone? That was Storm Bolts. Then we have Chain Lightning at the same level as Hellfire Ray. Oh god, this is so bad. You can resurrect Elquist if needs be. Oh, oh, he's dominated as well. No, he's not. Oh, he's dead. Who's this? Oh, Elquist is back. Hang on.
I'll cut you. The weak suffer.
Jesus, they do a lot of damage, don't they? Who's that? Lantern King, Elquist, Acundio.
Calm down. This was not part of the plan of my family.
Wow. Turn-based it is then. Okay. Spell resistance, wyverns inside. Oh, what happened to the wyverns? We summoned the wyverns, right? Before the fight. Obviously the wyverns haven't carried over or something. What happened to the wyverns? It's once a day we can cast them. We've already cast them, so where are they? Protection from chaos. Timed out due to long buff time. Long buff time? They 10 minutes. It didn't take us 10 minutes to bloody buff. We were paused for most of it. Right. Well, hopefully we can see a little bit better what's going on now and take our time and look to exactly what they're casting on us, what they're doing to us, to hopefully help with some strategy and stuff.
Words. How little.
Oh, yes, the time has come! The time of fate and curses!
So should we, I wonder, target the Lantern King? Taking Knock Knock is very risky here. But you know what? We'll give it a try. Okay. This is personal.
This should do it.
Okay, what did he cast? He cast... Let's see what he did. He did something. He did something to us. Hang on. Attacks Reggie with something, but we don't know what he cast. Just a casual become dust. Well, nobody even know what he cast. Like, what did he cast? I don't know. I didn't say anything. Right, okay. Elquist is using a +1 dagger. Oh, have we not changed his weapon set from all that time ago when we tried to use cold iron to kill the wild hunts? Remember that, back in the House of Horrors? Are we still using that same dagger set? I think we might be, you know. God! Right, what we're doing with Tristian. I'm going to see if killing the land... we're going to summon some assistance. Just some toys to help with distractions, mate? No, it's too close a cast. You might be right, you know. I need to double check what weapon set is on. I don't know what to do. I think this phase isn't as bad. I think we need to save our big spells for the next phase, although we will try destruction. We shouldn't do a great deal. Knock Knock's got these guys under control. They need to hit him with a 20, it's fine. Right, the dog's gonna go after the Lantern King, maybe trip him. They really don't like Knock Knock, do they? That's some good shots. Kind of banking on the fact that maybe he'll, if we hit him, he'll all these will despawn. I doubt it, but I'm trying it. Right, Knock Knocks is surrounded. That's not going to stop him, clearly.
A calculated risk.
What's Doomsday? Doomsday, what's that about? Mind affecting, fear, curse, divination spell. Doesn't give us a flippin' a blurb about it. Does he have his own special spell set here? Control fireball. I believe I've got the wrong weapon set with Elquist. Or I can believe it, actually. They do despawn.
You don't seem to like my curses. Maybe you like my children better.
Okay, now do we have to kill them all? Or is there a particular one? Look at my bar! I think this is all part of the game. I think it's the game's playing tricks with us here. Okay, we can't save it now, can we? No. Right, knock knock. There's something wrong with him. I think. We can't attack. We can't do anything with him. I can't do anything with him. He's just stood there gawping. Are we controlled? Disorientating injury. Let me see. It's nothing to suggest that he should be not within our control. Shaken? No, that's just a negative attack penalty. Why can't we control him? Turn-based glitch. You kidding me? Yeah. This looks to be a glitch. Look, we can't... Okay, there we go. We're back. We're back. It was a glitch. Right, these all say the Lantern King, so we probably have to kill them all. So we'll start with the closest one. With 8 attacks. Knock Knock is a boss. Elquist needs to change weapon sets to this one. And then attack. Tristan is obviously a bit too close for comfort. Let's kill the one. Who was the one that was attacking Tristan? We need to trip him. Right, Acundio. Keep firing, son. Tristan needs to get the flipping hell out of there. Sharpish.
I'll cut you.
Icy Prison, maybe? Or should we focus on killing these ones? Tristan's going down. Whichever way we look at this, Tristan isn't going to stand a chance here. Right, what have we got? Knock Knock is still alive. Tristan is down. We do have Scrolls of Resurrection. If we want to bring him back. Knock Knock is to kill this little thing here. Elquist. That's that one. Did I just stab my dog down? The hell is going on? Losing track. Acundio. Oh, why? Who's appearing out of thin air here? Oh, we got the real one. We got the real one.
The time for laughter has passed. It's the hour of hunting and chaos.
Happened again. Okay. Horned Hunter. Wild Hunt Monarch. So the Monarch has to go down, clearly, but then so does... Where's the Horned Hunter? We're talking about the Monarch here, yeah? The Monarch. Then we've got all the Wild Hunt Scouts. A Wild Hunt Archer. We're talking about the Monarch? Oh, the Lantern King is here. So who are we taking down? I think some of us should focus on the Monarch and some of us should focus on this guy. Lantern King. Right, okay. Chain Lightning with our spellcaster come melee fighter. And an attack as well. Spell Strike for the win! It's been a while. Ah, he hasn't called him yet, so... Oh boy. Oh boy, this is a royal mess. No, no, no. Elquist, Monarch, kill.
This will hurt.
Oh, we have to kill him there. Tristan's down. Dog is down. Acundio. Lantern King.
Hide from me.
No. No. We're in a world of pain here, folks. We've lost 3 party members. Oh, he's healed himself. I think the Lantern King has to go. What the hell is that? Something in the roof. Yeah, I'm going to switch my strategy. Give me a flipping turn, will ya? God damn ads.
Nowhere to run.
Die for me.
Oh no, I should have... Oh. Oh. Oh, no, 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 don't kill him. No, he's armed. No, no, don't kill him. No. No, no, no. As long as we can get one more. They're not doing a lot of damage to us. They're being rather irksome, but they're not doing a lot of damage to us compared to this guy who's mowing through us like a hot knife through butter.
Let's try this way.
He's not dead though. Is he dead? What's happened? Is he dead? We still have to kill the other things? Our strategy has been kiboshed. Do we still have to kill all these other... He's definitely down. Is he a cold iron kind of guy? Shoot him! Oh, this better kill him.
Good, you dead.
Oh, what's happening? I think is it because the monarch is still alive? Remember, when the monarch is alive, the wild hunt creatures couldn't die. Remember that little thing? That was a thing? I wonder if it's the same for this bit. If he gets up again, he's going to do some damage. We need to get rid of this monarch quickly. I think it's the monarch that's keeping him alive. I really do. Oh god, give me a second. Eating some of this bloody chicken Kiev and it's not cooked properly. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Someone's trying to poison me here. Right, okay. Let's kill this monarch. Come on!
This should do it.
You are kidding me! One more shot would have killed him. We're going to get a shot with a Cundio, but that's not the point. The point is, it's an extra turn for some of these blighters. Wow.
Enough.
I hope there's no more fighting. We're flipped. As soon as the Horned Hunter's body disappears in the fire, the destroyed throne room is flooded with light. The Lantern King in his true blazing form appears in the middle of the room. His furious mask is ringed by fire. The games, they were just games apparently, have ended. Time freezes like resin, trapping you and the eldest in amber light. And this light grows brighter. The rays pass through you, pierce you, ruthlessly bearing your most intimate secrets, fears and desires. Something inside of you resonates with the light of the eldest. Your curse. It is like the splinter of an arrow that remains in the wound, a slow weapon crawling toward your heart. As soon as the rays touch it, it begins to heat up and then burns with intolerable pain.
Time for masks is over. You risk challenging an eldest, and I accept the challenge. You fight not a mere embodiment, but my true essence. This is my essence. I don't need magic or servile monsters to destroy you. Words are enough. Yes, words. I once told you, words spoken in the right time and place possess the power of a storm. You lightheartedly answer that you know what your power and essence are. In neutrality, following your way. I remember your answer. The world remembers it too. Your answer, your heart, your essence. Now, cursed king, I'm taking this part of your soul, as I took away Nerissa's ability to love. What you called your essence is yours no more.
The words of the eldest fly towards you like an arrow ready to give new force to the curse that already torments you. You have but an instant to reply. And why do you imagine I told you the truth back then, eldest of mischief and lies? Perhaps you are the one who was fooled. One who can be fooled so easily has no power over words. Oh, come on! Okay, the Lantern King laughs. His laughter, soft, insinuating, almost amiable, is scarier than any nightmare. It resonates with a hot metal splinter, the curse within your soul, making it stronger, slashing at your essence and taking away something essential that nourishes your power. I was a bit to roll a 9 or above. God.
Let us continue. We both wear a crown.
Oh.
But what can you roll?
I'm not looking at any chat now.
Patch of land, a few thousand souls. My dominion is chaos and magic, madness and deceit. Your power is nothing compared to mine. And that is why you are helpless before me. You will take my every blow as a divine punishment, as something imminent.
You have again little time to answer, and this answer is the only thing that can protect you from the eldest's next blow. It's quite funny that at the very... Oh my god. We have said that Elchris was an intelligent man at the very beginning of his character creation. He likes a verbal sparring match, and he's always coming out on top against the people of Erajez. And we end ending the game with a verbal sparring match. This is incredible. Wait a minute. Of assaults. This is incredible. Jesus, right, give me a second. Oh, I'm not the biggest fan of most of these. I like the first option. You know, we fought through this whole kind of chapter with people at our side. You know, we definitely know about, I'm not looking at the chat, definitely know about the value of others. Chandra, we're not ashamed to admit, she's the knowledgeable one, you know? She allows us to kick back, to live it up in the tavern and brothels. But at the end of the day, loyalty, we have loyal subjects, which includes our councillors, which we have worked hard to get. And that is where our true power lay. For if there is something that we cannot do, we will find somebody who can do it for us. Certainly. Yes. The likes of the Valeries and the Knock Knocks and the Acundios, who before we were having a conversation around the campfire, pledged their allegiance to me. And how? And why? Because of their endless loyalty. What loyalty do you have, you great big ugly ball of mess? You feel strange, as if wrapped in an invisible veil that protects you from the eldest's wrath. And its source is yet your curse. It bound you to your kingdom, but through this bond can pass not only pain and death, but power as well.
I'm curious what you think of me, cursed king. Do you see me as a villain or a simple joker? In truth, well, I've never been able to conceive of the truth. Being an eldest means being one of the many strings that hold the world in place. Being an eldest means being such a vast and self-sufficient value that one's equals become strangers and one's inferiors are entirely insignificant. I am an eldest. Laughter, guile, transformation, that's what I am. Being what I am, I will let you feel a modicum of my loneliness. I will take away your pillar of strength.
Oh, we've just boasted that our pillar of strength is the loyalty of our subjects. Okay, bye-bye subjects. That's how strong you are now. Oh, shoot. No, the power is in my shoe. That's what I meant to say. Take my shoes. No! Ah! Oh, no! No! Having lost all your support, you face the deal alone. Oh, no, Chris, you fool! And me, what's... Oh, sorry. Silence hangs heavy over the ruined throne room. Oh, no! That's funny. That's funny. Oh. Now, also when we created Elquist, we also said that he has a tendency to pursue what he wants. Sometimes blindly. So he will retrieve what's been taken. He will retrieve it. So both of these are kind of the same thing. But I don't think he'd be along the lines of, I won't allow such evil to happen. So, yeah. If there is a rule by which those like you dictate another's will, if there is such a rule, I'll break it. Why did he leave the Raja's Academy? Because he couldn't do with the rules, abide by them. Oh, do this, do that, go to this lesson. He doesn't like rules. So if you've got some stupid godlike rules, to hell with them. I will break these rules and I will take back what is mine. The blinding light flashes away, frightened like a living creature. The blistering metal of the curse cools. It still hurts, but the pain is no longer unbearable. You stand before the eldest as before a blazing, living star. And he looks at you as if he's seeing you for the first time. Bite? What the hell's that? For a while, I'm...
You can play with words.
So we
Let us see if you can withstand the heat of my fire.
Oh, don't attack me now, please. I've got nobody left. I'm knackered. I'm battered. If this is a one-on-one fight, just kill me now. I like that he's acknowledged that we can play with words. That would be something that pleases Elquist. Oh. Oh, we're all back! What's happening? What's going on? Oh, I got an attack. Are my comrades... They are all tiny again. Yeah, they're all tiny. Okay, we have the Lantern King who's verbally sparred with us long enough. He's chaotic neutral, he's a Fae, he's got 710 hit points. He's resistant to fire and acid, as you would expect, with a great big ball of fire that he is. Bit of damage reduction, no mention of spell resistance. A few spells, probably spells that we don't even hear, that we're not even aware of, will be coming out here. This is the 5th phase. I quite like the verbal sparring phase, but hey ho. Right, with Elquist there's nothing to do other than attack. Okay, 7 shots with the right daggers on. Go.
Calculated risk.
If we fail this fight, I have a very, very, very bad feeling we're going to have to do the whole fight again from the very first phase. Which will be devastating. What's his AC? 46. You have to be careful here. We have to do this. I cast protection from fire on people that are with us. Resist fire. Oh, we've lost a lot of our buffs. Just get a bucket of water. Hello dude, welcome. Bear with me, I'm trying to think of a strategy here. We need to be able to hit him. So we can bring his AC down with Elquist if he hits him. Has the debilitating injury which lowers the AC. We've also got Ecundio's bow that lowers AC too. Combined, they'll lower his AC by about 4, maybe? Alternatively, we need to raise our AC with the likes of Bless and stuff like that. So... But it's like... +1 to attack rolls. It's not marvellous. What to do, folks? What to do? It doesn't say anything about... doesn't say anything about spell resistance. He's probably got some really good saves though. It's only going to do about 30 damage. I'm using that. 13 damage. Oh boy. Knock Knock hasn't got shield on. I hardly think shield is going to help the matter. He's got protection from fire on though.
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Oh, he can hit him on a 10. So why is Elquist needs a 20? Right, using that's no good. He's got protection from acid. Reggie? Is he confused or something? Can't she cast? Why can't we cast on Reggie? This. Legendary proportions. It looks like he's like kneeling down or something. He's like he's out of action. Maybe he is. Okay, knock then. Maybe no, Reggie's not already big. I don't understand why we couldn't use Reggie. I mean, we can attack. Right, we can attack and do some chain lightning too, so we'll do that. 42 damage. Why can't we attack now? Oh, we can. Right, we've tickled the Lantern King. Where is Acundio? Acundio appears to be right in the flipping fire. Where's Acundio? Oh, he's right there. Oh no. Right, okay, Acundio. We're a bit close, but if you want to have a shot, I mean, this is also useful. True Strike, because what we could do is we could switch weapon to this weapon. We're already using it. -4 to AC. He's already using that weapon, which is good. We'll try a basic attack for now, but True Strike might help if we are struggling to hit.
Cannot hide from me.
Because I actually moved, we don't get the full round of attacks with him, which is a rather pain. Because it looks like Acundio can hit this thing on a 2, which is nice.
Flower, grant me strength.
I've got a feeling we should maybe spread ourselves out also. Probably. Of all the times to get bad dice rolls, now is the time? Really? Okay. Now really is not the time for bad dice rolls. Where's Tristian? Tristian is also somewhere in this mess of a ball of fire. He's there. This seems very buggy. Can't. I think are we stuck or something? I don't understand. Why can't we move? Okay. Yeah, I know it is here. He's here, but we can't move with him. We can't move away from this great ball. What's this? Polar Midnight. We could cast that. Round about there. Which will affect him, but nobody else. Where's a Cundio? Don't want it to hit a Cundio. Be very careful here. Mass heal. I pressed spacebar to try to unpause it. I've made a mistake. Oh my god! I was supposed to do the turn-based unpause thing, and I pressed spacebar, skip Tristian's turn, which is a royal pain because I could have cast something with him. Right, knock knock. We need luck with our rolls. We need luck with our rolls. We're not getting luck with our rolls here. Right, quarry's a quick action. No, quarry's a standard action. Cancel that off. Just shoot him.
Nowhere to run.
Is he getting desperate? What did he do? He just killed Tristian. How? Cold Iron Dagger +1 again. That can't be right. What is going on? No, we've got the right weapon set on, definitely. Right, 7 attacks. Acundio's hit him, so kind of weakened him and made him more susceptible to attack. Between the 4 of us that are left, we can deal some decent damage if we hit. He's missing on a 4 and a 7. Come on! Wow! Knock knock! Come on! Yes! Few have had the chance to see a star die. Spots of cold, lifeless darkness cover the fiery form of the Lantern King, growing, devouring, and with a dull moan settling onto the ground in a cloud of coal black dust. But a moment later, right where the eldest crown lay burning, another shining image is born. It grows glowing, turning into a familiar silhouette wearing a crown. Now for the 6th phase. You better be joking.
Defeat. What a refreshing feeling. I don't remember sensing it for 1,000 millennia.
Playful astonishment. Fatherly care.
But what's next? How will you end this story? Listen, I know good, elegant, and refined. The hero defeats a deity in battle. Impressive, it grants the victor power and immortality. The hero enters the chambers of the deity to become his champion and herald. Eternal, powerful, equally glorified both in the first world and in Valerian. His kingdom healed from its wounds and flourished under the rule of the immortal champion. A beautiful ending, isn't it? And this legend is yours for the asking.
Finish him. Interesting. Immortality? Does Elquist seek immortality? No. Not really. Oh, intro. This is quite a pivotal choice, isn't it? Let's be honest. Okay, so I don't think we're going to try and finish it. Clearly, I mean, this thing is a great ball of fire. We've slayed it once. We've gone through 50,000 phases. It's probably not going to die. Let's not be foolish. We may have won its respect. We'll ask the question. In return for immortality, because why wouldn't you just pique your interest, you know? What exactly do you offer as a reward? So the prices are too high to pay.
That is easy. I will return your kingdom to Galarian and strengthen its connection to the First World. In their homeland, the Fae can endlessly return to life. I will give to you the same gift. So long as you remain an enclave of the First World, death within its borders will never threaten you.
I like the sound of that. Let me comprehend this. I'll return your kingdom to... Okay, that's good. Strengthen its connection to the First World. That doesn't sound so good. The Fae can endlessly return to life. Give me the same gift, immortality. And so long as Stagfall remains an enclave of the First World, death within its borders will never threaten you. Not a big fan of that.
As for the prize, I'm offering you the position of a servant. Believe it or not, I am lonely. Divine power and immortality are a heavy burden. To accept it means losing all your friends and companions. But you can find allies and reliable assistance. This is what I'm looking for. A herald and a general with whom I can share eternity, and together we'll play 1,000 wonderful pranks and spread our power across the First World and further. Much further.
Oh. I mean, the very slightly chaotic nature of Elquist. Pranks on a godly level would probably soon become boring nonetheless, but still. But no, we'd have to lose our friends, our companions, this First World enclave. We have hated the First World from the first moment we set foot in the damn place. No. It's simple, actually. I'm not bowing to you. I do not wish to play pranks with you. I do not wish anything to do with you. Don't get your hopes up, old lonely one. Here's my offer. Lift the curse, return my kingdom to Galarian, and forget we exist, and I, the one who's just defeated you, will forget that you exist. How about that? O Lantern King. After you speak, silence falls, deep as a chasm. Light pours from the eyes of the Lantern King's mask, still the mask of paternal care, though you do not mistake this for what lies hidden behind it.
So be it. This performance has run its course. It would be unwise to continue. Besides, I have no love of dying, returning to life. My fellow eldest are very good at playing especially intricate pranks at that exact moment. You were cursed by my will. By my will, you are now free from the curse. May the shackles be broken, fetters be loosened. What's been stolen will be returned. What's been divided will be made whole again. I say farewell, and release your kingdom to the material plane. Go, be glad of your ordinary mortal life. Forget the gods of the First World. Now they no longer concern you.
You know, when you make a decision and you just think to yourself, I've just turned down the opportunity to be a god, essentially. Immortal, you know, the gods, even if not the god, who's at the god's right hand at the very least. But no. Look what this thing has caused. No. What would Lindsay say? Also, we have to. Whenever we make a choice, we just got to remember, what would Lindsay say?
Now that the eldest and other spiteful beings wouldn't be bothering us, the king returned to his subjects and celebrated the victory and the end of the kingdom's miseries with great fanfare. Everything gradually returned to normal, including our exciting lives. Not always peaceful, but also not troubled by invasions from another world. And little by little, our heroes and the common folk began to forget the sorrows of the past.
Oh, but we won't forget you, Lindsay. Don't worry about that, my dear. 2 months of frivolity. 2 months, we promised Reggie, of dance halls, of theatres, of brothels and taverns. Oh, I can just imagine it now.
Under the wise leadership of the king, the stolen lands became a true country. There was still much to be done, of course, and some of it will need to be finished by our heroes' descendants. But there are no longer cut purses on every corner, and the peasants aren't afraid some new self-proclaimed chief will show up and strong-arm himself into power. Just half a year after the war with the First World, Galt moved its troops to the southern border of the kingdom. Their attack was rebuffed. The enemy state's infantry retreated when the army's wizards brought down rains of fire and magical arrows on the heads of the flabbergasted enemy soldiers. Since then, Galt hasn't risked crossing any borders again, fearing cruel retaliation for further insolence.
We developed our kingdom's army, relying on magic and not soldiers. This might have been a choice I made when I powered through the last bits of kingdom management. I think it might have been one of Reggie's level 9 decisions, I think. But yeah, rebuffing attack from the south with magical might.
The kingdom's treasury had been properly filled
Bartholomew!
due to the efforts of the treasurer and the king, until a scandal broke.
Bartholomew!
For several years, the court's advisors had been pocketing tax money.
Bartholomew!
News of the noisy chaos echoed throughout the area, and for quite some time, neighboring states snickered at the king's incorruptible government.
We promptly sacked Bartholomew, who had coerced us into raising the taxes on every item, if you remember, and is now pocketing stuff. We promptly sacked him. Sent him back to his lair where he experimented on trolls. I don't know.
Who'd have thought that some tiny barony founded in the stolen lands by an adventurer would become a real kingdom, playing a prominent part in world politics? Of course, not everyone likes the proactive stance of this young, bold state, but the fact of the matter is, they can't afford to ignore the king and his diplomats.
We welcomed all. Chandra probably helped us with this one. Open the boundaries, good relations, trade, prosperity. We're no threat. We welcome you all to our lovely kingdom.
The king became a true patron of fine crafts. Over time, the castle treasury filled with wonderful gifts from the best masters in the area. Armor, weapons, even magical artifacts. And the collection is still growing.
Bokken, Shania, Kivon, Dragna. Anybody else I've missed off? The other guy, the other artisan, the half orcish fella. All the artisans, all the junk drawer items that we cast aside are now on display, on sale for all to buy. And there are many more people out there grateful for them than Elquist was, casting most of them into the junk drawer.
The feud between Brevois North and South, which had been smoldering for ages, never sparked the fires of civil war. Through great effort, our king managed to bring both parties to the negotiating table. While Rostland didn't gain its independence, it did receive wide autonomy rights. Our relationships with both House Sertova and the Sword Lords are respectful, but they've become lukewarm. Because of us, neither side got everything they wanted. Chandra returned to our court, but just half a year later, she was poisoned. No one found out who did it or why.
No! Why did they have to put that in the game? Why? Couldn't you just leave her to live happily ever after? Oh my god. Elquist took to the drink for several weeks in shock and grief. No! The game just couldn't let it be, could it? The game just could not let it be. Why couldn't Mega Van be poisoned? Oh.
The Tiger Lords
I
found
don't
it
care how
difficult to
upset now.
recuperate after what Armagh did to them. The barbarians remaining in Numeria weren't very
Poisoned.
happy that we sheltered the deposed chief and his supporters. But they were too afraid of him to attack us over it. That bomb has a long fuse, but it's definitely burning. I'm afraid that a few generations down the road, the grandchildren of the current Tiger Lords may want to retaliate against us for their grandfathers.
She poisoned herself.
Having lost their city guard, Pitax was plunged into chaos.
Oh.
Soon, another power was born from among the gangs fighting to redistribute the wealth.
Oh dear.
And a much more dangerous one. Revolutionaries, dreaming of regaining Pitax's independence. Troops had to be stationed in the city, and the rebels responded with arson and political assassinations throughout the kingdom. Pitax was a headache for us for a long time.
Oh.
Governor Carnevariel, fearing for his life, locked himself in his chambers.
Oh.
A week later, they found him dead, surrounded by empty bottles and drug vials.
Yeah, another poisoning, self-poisoning. I wonder, is this a ploy? Why are there suddenly several advisor vacancies in your court, King Elquist? Well, nobody wants to take it up because every time somebody does, they end up dead. Oh. We cocked up the decision-making with Pitax, clearly.
There was no place for art in the new Pitax.
Huh?
Students and teachers from the academy were scattered to the winds. Some found a place in neighboring courts, while others set off to earn some coin in roadside taverns.
Huh?
A third group, harboring anger and resentment toward the king, began weaving revolutionary plots.
Ruins!
The ruins of the Academy of the Arts still stand in the middle of the city, overrun with
Oh my
empty
god!
and unwanted.
Oh no! We never liked Pitax anyway. We can't. It's almost like a second capital. We can't have that. Let it go into chaos and make sure that Topcliffe is the one city that flourishes around here. Lindsay would be spinning on her shelf.
Trolls and kobolds, two of the most savage native peoples living in the Gnarl Marches, were completely exterminated in the region. The forest paths became much safer, and the peasants' cattle have stopped going missing.
Oh, there's some good news in all of this. The peasants and farmers are safe from trolls and kobolds. Oh heavens! Thank the heavens. Oh, I thought it was all bad news, you know.
Bartholomew Delgado
is
still
sacked.
serves the king loyally. From time to time, he orders peculiar mechanisms and substances from all corners of the world. After receiving them, he spends a few days bragging about some great discovery he's about to make, then ends up gloomy for a few months. Then he receives another package, and the process repeats itself. At night, chilling screams are often heard from his laboratory.
Yeah, the official line was he was sacked as the treasurer, clearly pocketing stuff. However, on the sneaky beaky, or not so, according to Lindsay's journal here, instead of being our treasurer, he ended up being our chief tinkerer.
After enduring so many storms and troubles, Varnhold eventually turned into a real city. Daring settlers decided to conquer the vast, wild expanses of Dunsword, and despite all odds, they succeeded. The modest colony that almost vanished at the hands of an ancient lich
The new
turned
Pitax.
everything around to become a thriving city with lively river trading.
The new Pitax. Pitax to the dogs. Varnhold, lovely place.
Agay, the Spriggan leader, learned a valuable lesson after surviving his meeting with the king and even regaining his tribe's home. Don't try to occupy seemingly empty settlements anymore. Instead, the Spriggans settled across Dunsword's wild borderlands and proclaimed it as their domain. Keeping the peace in a situation like that seems like the stuff of dreams, as evidenced by the occasional lost patrols and stolen cattle. Peace reigns in the caves beneath the old sycamore.
Oh.
The kobolds and mites continue to explore the depths and learn simple crafts from each other. Rumor has it, the first mite-kobold wedding even happened not long ago. That said, settlers still aren't rushing to build new homes in the area. Some kind souls even put up warning signs along the roads. Beware, traveler. Steer clear of the old sycamore. Another inscription soon appeared over the sign, though. No keep going treasure ahead honest. Oleg's trading post now resembles a border stronghold more than a haven for merchants and travelers. A town sprung up around it, from which the leader of the guard operates. Oleg and Svetlana aren't too happy about it, but at least they don't have to fear for their lives anymore.
Yeah, I remember that, taking this by force, turning it into a military outpost. Hey look, you've got a town round it, what more do you want? Bustling town with a bit of a strength element to it. Fine. God. When you put all of our endeavours together like this in book form, you know, it's quite interesting. Elquist's exploits, not all been gloriously good, have they? Which I like, I mean, who's perfect?
Jod remained loyal to the king to the end of his days, healing the sick and generously sharing his austere wisdom with anyone who wished to hear it, and some who didn't. Having fulfilled his duty to the ruler, Erastel's priest peacefully departed this world, surrounded by friends and disciples.
Oh, at least you had a peaceful death, not like poor old Chandra, eh?
Reinhardt became a loyal ally and trade partner of the kingdom, and Darvin himself had been seen as a frequent guest in the capital. The elegant monarch of the neighboring kingdom has broken many hearts at court. After his visits, many young guards and servants have been seen staring through windows, sighing wistfully about something. A delegation of wizards from Absalom and other areas appeared in the kingdom one day, asking for permission to examine the lair of the Lich Farneris the Thoughtful. After completing their research, the wizards spent a long time thanking the king for freeing the world of that monster. In their opinion, he'd been capable of causing the end of the world, maybe even 2 worlds.
Yeah, I can imagine, going back to the previous one, I can imagine Darvin and Elquist getting on very well together when he comes and visits the city, you know, occasionally. Much debauchery and shenanigans and drinking and tale-telling to be had between the two of them.
Evindra was glad to see the Lantern King's plans turn to dust. She spent some time helping restore the kingdom after the calamity, then returned home to the First World. They say the rebellious spirit of her cousin Nyrissa awoke within her as well. Evindra is said to recount our story to the Fae, encouraging them to question the power and might of the eldest.
I'm kind of wondering to myself what would have happened if we'd have picked the option to become a god or whatever it was the option was. I'll have to see. I might have to watch a playthrough. Well, mind you, it would be all different, these bits.
After the victory, the
storyteller
abandoned his affairs and began spending a lot of time alone in contemplation. He eventually bid farewell to the king and left his lands. But I suspect the inhabitants of Galarian haven't heard the last of this mysterious traveler, for his own story is hardly finished.
And as I've read earlier in the comments, apparently not, because he's in Wrath of the Righteous, right? What good old storyteller. Wonder if he'll recount Elquist stories in the Wrath of the Righteous. I knew this half-elf. Who spilled this detail? I can't remember. Was it you? Oh, somebody did. I can't remember who it was. I just remember reading it. I can't remember.
We never saw Amiri.
Oh, we never saw Amiri again.
Perhaps she got lost somewhere in the First World. Or maybe she found some other way back. Who knows? I doubt that stubborn barbarian would just vanish without a trace. As for the Six Bears, they returned to the mountains, out to the farthest, wildest backwoods they could find, and lived there ruled by their primal laws.
If we ever find her, she's in big trouble.
Valerie stayed to serve the king, but not for long. She soon laid down her weapon to start her own family. Valerie married a simple farmer and bore him 2 beautiful children. They settled away from the capital, where she was soon forgotten.
Oh, that's nice for her. When it said bore, I thought it was going to say she bored him to death. No, fair play to her, fair play to her. Put down your weapons, you've done your travelling, you've done your fighting, settled down, simple life. Can we imagine Valerie living a simple life and being satisfied with that? Maybe. Where's the scar?
Harren became famous, respected by dwarves throughout our kingdom as well as our neighbors, even as far as the 5 Kings Mountains. He's often been asked to help out or teach others, and he's never denied anyone, despite his grumbling. Some people even listen to his preaching. Lucky for us, there's a lot less howling about the end of the world now, and more wise words of moderation and humility. Not all of his disciples turned to Grotus, but everyone took away something useful from his teachings.
Not that I wish anybody dead, but, you know, if anybody's going to be poisoned, he'd have loved it. I'm dying! Oh, happy days! I'm finally coming, Grotus! I know!
Octavia didn't stay still
Everyone's
for very
leaving.
long. Soon, she and Reg went to Numeria and
No!
started a huge slave rebellion there. They didn't manage to destroy the Technic League, but to this day, slaves speak their names with admiration, and slavers with terror. Over the course of their journey, the two grew as close as ever, leaving their quarrels and resentments behind. After returning from Numeria, Octavia settled in her mother's house and became the king's advisor and loyal companion.
Taking my good buddy Reg with her? What the hell am I going to have fun with? What the hell?
Rigangar left for Numeria with Octavia to start a slave rebellion. Over the journey, he really matured and learned to understand others, as well as how to control his anger. After he returned, he took a position in the king's court.
Yes, he
Being
did.
both formidable and charming, he inspired fear in the hearts of some and lust in others. There are even some rumors that he almost talked Octavia into marrying him, and possibly even continuing the Della Fiorni line.
Is that so? Yes, he took back his role as the head of the military, of course, clearly, but he was the most competent of our advisors in the end. His massive strength score, giving him that military score that was insanely high. But at least we had 2 good, familiar, friendly faces return and not abandon us to have kids and marry and, you know, poison to death and, you know, other stuff that's happened. Who's left? Lindsay, she's the book. Who's left? Knock knock!
Tristan
Tristan!
stayed in the Stolen Lands. Endowed with a special blessing of Sarenrae, the priest became known as a great healer and went on to perform many more miracles. I'd say the Movonic Diva deserves the right to rejoin Sarenrae's divine army. I hope the goddess will think the same when Tristan's hour comes and his soul is up for a new judgment.
And we finally fully forgave him. We finally fully forgave him. He stood with us to the bitter end, and you know what? We decided now was the time for full forgiveness.
After the war ended, Ekin hung up his bow on the wall and traded the path of the ranger in for the craft of the carpenter.
Carpenter?
It may not be the most heroic ending to a tragic story like his, but as Torag is my witness, Ekin's happy with it, as is Alina, who became his wife and is bearing his child.
Alina!
Any baby born into this family will be pretty lucky, since the king himself still visits his old friend.
Of course I do.
And will likely become the child's patron.
Godfather, of course, in today's parlance. Yes! Alina! We knew she had the hearts for him, but Ekundir didn't seem to be reciprocal. Oh well. We visit them. And, of course, pet dog's still there. Give him a few biscuits and stuff. Now he just lies by the fire and does other doggy stuff. No more biting creatures. And one of the best bowmen the world has ever seen hangs up his bow. What a sad day. Many lives were taken.
As for Knock Knock, apologies, I mean Hero Knock Knock, he continued his questionably heroic efforts in the Stolen Lands. Despite whatever mess he fell into, no matter the danger he leapt into, he always seemed to scrape through just a little better off than before. Like true heroes, he simply never gave up, struggling on and meeting the challenge of each new day with a spirit that no mishap or misfortune could ever quell. The slightly inaccurate statue of him and the king still stands in the square to this day. The two figures side by side. I've always felt that, while the heights may be a bit off, let's say, it accurately reflects the size and spirit of the goblin hero who'd been nurtured by the teachings of his king.
Aww. Wielding his kukris of death. The one who struck the killing blow. As well, remember? When all was said and done. A true little trooper.
Despite all the woes that befell the country, our king remains a strong leader. Many noble houses from neighboring lands wouldn't hesitate to be related to him, and they regularly send a variety of marriage proposals.
King Elquist! Ah, yes, what is it? It's another 15 marriage proposals. Ah, is it now? Stick him in the bin. But you've not looked at them. I don't wish to look at them. Do I look like the kind of king that's going to be tied down with a wife? No. I'm long-lived, kind of. Plenty of time for that shenanigans in the future. Because whilst there's fun to be had, there's fun to be had.
As for myself, the author of this book, Lindsay, who never chose a pretty nickname, I'm still here. Inside my creation within the Capitol Library. I live just like I always dreamed, surrounded by people and books, and not a day goes by without someone turning my pages. My story inspired many others to take up the quill. My readers have written many fierce books, articles, and pamphlets, flinging truth in the faces of tyrants. What more could I dream of? I hope, oh honored reader, that this story offered you some daring ideas. Or at least some entertainment. In any case, it's time to set the final period.
No! Oh. I don't want... Oh, this is actually very sad indeed. Not really it's sad about Lindsay, I'm talking about the end of the game. No. Ah! Okay, I've thought we were going to get like a credit screen or something. And one last tune. You can't... Okay, there we go. We'll do our own credits. La, 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 la. I'm just scrolling through the credits now for you, because the game without credits is like really strange. Okay, these are all the different tiered. These are all the different tiered things. Alcat game leads. I'm actually, no, in all seriousness, I will scroll through, and please feel free to pause if you wish, but these people have created a masterpiece, and so I think it's only fair that we at least give them their dues, you know, and show people who they are if anybody's interested in looking, because, you know, beautiful. Alcat Games. And obviously Chris Avalone's name, there he is the most recognisable of the bunch. Outsourcing. Oh, there's a lot of there's a lot of credits. As you can imagine, it's a big game. What have we got? Else we got Paizo. I've got Paizo. Okay, let's scroll through all these 3D artists, animators. These are all the artists. Oh, we can enter names as well to search. Okay. Some audio people, creatures' voices, creature sound design, the UI designers, narrative, game designers. We've got music, QA, quality assurance, I'm assuming. Our heartfelt thanks to all the backers. More outsourcing. Pathfinder Wiki. Oh, the English cast. All the any names we recognise here? Oh, Lindsay Shepherd, Lindsay. Knock knock. I'll answer your questions very soon. Give me a quick moment. So what's this Paizo? Developers? Directors? Editors? Designers? Starfinder? Design lead? Society developer? Customer service team. Deep Silver, the publisher. Sort of marketing and some stuff there. Lots of marketing. UK sales. Head of UK sales and trade marketing. Spanish marketing. Nordic marketing, Italian marketing, Umberto, proper Italian name. What's this? DMM Games. Japanese localization. My.com, publishing and support. Special thanks. Middleware. Dungeon Architect. Unity 3D. Engine. Endgame. Thank you for playing Pathfinder. Well, we could have played the credits actually manually, could we? Oh, yeah, we could have hit play and it could have saved me a lot of clicking. Okay. Right then, folks, there we go. Pathfinder's done. We started it in February. Yeah. I'll tell you what, folks. I mean, it's been a slog to get through it, hasn't it? It's been a massive slog. I'm glad it's finished. Flipping hellfire. 10 months. Oh, can never get those back. Oh, what a game. Okay, I'm crap at reviews, hence I don't do reviews really, but I know when I enjoy a game, and I thoroughly enjoyed this one. I'm a big pen and paper fan, RPGs, and this game hit the right notes. It was a pen and paper phenomenon, really. I mean, it was fantastic. It was very, very good rule set. The Pathfinder rule set played out, and if you played out in turn-based mode, which if you had the patience to play it in turn-based mode entirely, obviously I stopped playing it in turn-based mode and became a bit more powerful and didn't have to micromanage quite so much. Ended it in turn-based mode though. It was like a pen and paper experience brought to life on the screen. The characters were fantastic. You know, really invested in the characters. We had moments of comedy, moments of sadness, shock, surprise, elation, some very tough combats, especially early on. Some tough dungeons. Not Vorticai. Was it Vorticai's tomb? Yeah, sprung to mind as one. The House of Horrors was quite challenging. So, again, a nice mix. Not too much dungeon delving. A lot of RPGs can be dungeon delve fests. Baldur's Gate 2 was a bit dungeon-esque heavy. Icewind Dale, for instance, is very dungeon crawler type. Whereas I like my RPGs with outside exploration, and this was good. There was some dungeons, of course, but there was a lot of overland exploration, a lot of outdoor areas. I prefer that kind of setting. So that was really, really good. The music, I think I mentioned this before, but if I was to suggest one thing that I would like to see improved, which I'm sure it already has been improved, is the music. There was moments of fantastically good battle music, but other than that, the music was not quite as memorable as some RPGs that I've played. But nonetheless, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't as memorable as something like, say, Divinity. I mean, the very first Divinity had the very talented chap who passed away, Kirill something or other, and that music was fantastic. I mean, Divinity the Original Sin 2's music wasn't shabby, and I routinely play those playlists and have them on in the background when I'm doing stuff. I won't have particularly this playlist on, for example, because there's not quite as many memorable musical pieces for me, but I mean, that doesn't detract from the whole experience at all. But if we were to look at one slight criticism, I suppose, you're not going to put it that way, that would be my perhaps one. Struggling to think of anything else that I think to myself, well, you know what? There might be some quality of life things that could always be improved, but we had a lot of mods available to us that I didn't use. I used a couple. One to remove all the effects after the combat, and there was one hotkey for stealth that I used also from the Bag of Tricks mod, but other than that, there were other mods out there if we wanted to make quality of life changes, but I just didn't. So yeah, a fantastic overall experience. A game I will never forget, and whenever I start looking in the future about what's your favourite game, and I always roll Witcher off the tongue, this will be another game that will probably be spat out of my mouth as one of the sort of top games that I've ever played. This, Witcher, Mass Effect, the first one, Dragon Age Origins, are 4 games that instantaneously roll off the tongue now as my favourite games that I've played. Picking an order out of those is quite a challenge. But yeah, thanks for persevering with me, folks. It's been a long one, but it's been a fun one, and now there's a big hole until something else grips us. Because as much fun as simulation and grand strategies are, you can never be a good old RPG. So I think the next one on the channel if I'm honest with you, the next big project, RPG project, there's going to be 2 this year, and I know there's some controversy about the game because of J.K. Rowling and all that, but I will be playing it, and that's the Hogwarts Legacy. That could be one, or is likely to be one, the next RPG on the channel. And then there's Baldur's Gate 3 coming out back end of this year, which hopefully will have finished Hogwarts Legacy by the back end of this year, and we can replace it with Baldur's Gate 3, where, I don't know, maybe an aged dwarf with a few grey hairs might come out of adventuring retirement when Baldur's Gate is beset by mind flayers. Maybe. Possibly. We'll have to see. There's also, yes, there is Dragon Age Origins on the PC, Shelley, which I think you gifted me. I have installed it and had a tinker a couple of months ago, and it will be something I do replay, because I've always been interested in playing that on PC. It'll just have to slot in somewhere, perhaps in 7 years' time or something. You know how it is. 3 Kingdoms in 2030. Yes. One thing we didn't get to in the Christmas party stream was a future look to 2023, where we were going to take a look through my list of games and see if we could come up with some semblance of order. But perhaps we might do that at some point in early 2023 instead. But anyway, it's now 11:30, so I'm going to let you go. But for one last time, thank you all so much for watching, for your assistance and your help throughout the sessions. And who remembers right at the very start when you guys actually took control of some characters in turn-based mode a few times? That was quite good fun. Not sustainable for a long playthrough, but for the early stages where life was a bit more challenging, it was quite fun to have that happening. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. And I look forward to Pathfinding again in a year to 18 months' time, I would say. Maybe a couple of years, but for now, go forth. I'm going to have a cup of tea to wash out the taste of that horrible undercooked Kiev, and then have some biscuits and some treats. Sorry, I'm just listening to the music because I know that as soon as I turn this game off now, I'm going to uninstall it straight away, because that's what I do with games. I don't sit here and think, I'll play it again, I'm just going to install it. So one last time I might just listen to this, but if you want to stay with me, fine, but if not, I'll let you go now, as we'll let this play one last time. Does anybody have, if anybody's still here, I don't know how many people are left or how many people have gone, but does anybody just want to shout out any sort of favourite moment of the campaign? I mean, just anything that instantly springs to mind, if anything? Oh, you see, we've ended now. Lindsay turning into a book. Insane Lindsay. Well, yeah. Who can forget Insane Lindsay? Every time you slash someone to pieces. Oh. Do you know when you create a character, and this is role playing for you, right? When you if you create a character, especially a character in a game that lasts for a long time, and a character that you grow quite fond of in a strange kind of way, you kind of miss them when they're gone. I know, obviously, yeah. So I really enjoyed Elquist in a strange kind of way, and it's a character I created and play myself, but I try and inject some life into the people, and I'm gonna kind of miss him. Is not bringing rations to dungeons, and, you know, not insisting that all his party members, when going to the fight of their lives, have memorised the relevant spells in their books, and other such blunders. Oh, but anyway, yeah. Diamond Dust. And yeah, struggling with traps. A master thief, apparently. I learned my trade in green gold. The nobles there didn't know what hit them. Really? Were they blind and deaf? You bumbling fool! Oh dear. So yeah, I'm going to miss him. I really am. Dear me. Anyway, I'll let this play one last time. Sorry. It's like Witcher 3 all over again. I had a bit of period of mourning when I'd finished playing that, and I won't be far off it now. But anyway, off you go, folks. Thank you all. Hope you have an enjoyable rest of the New Year period. There won't be another stream now, probably until Monday night, Bank Holiday Monday in the UK, 2nd of January, that evening. And it's going to be the motor racing game, F1 Manager. So that'll be the next stream, and then we're going to kick off CK2 as well that week. So lots to look forward to with new series. And I'm also going to have 3 on the go, try that for the start of the year. I'm also going to be playing Plague Tale Innocence. So that'll be the 3 series on the go in the next couple of weeks. So lots to plug the gap and keep us going whilst we're mourning the loss of this. It's fine. But anyway, thanks again, folks. Enjoy, and until next time.